stream at home. Usually I'd stream right now. I just started off our pre-stream 3-2-1, doing it like I would at work, because I work at the Space Center. So I do 3-2-1 blast off all day. I am ruined. My body is a shell.
Ah.
Ah!
Ah.
Oh!
Ah.
Oh!
Ah.
I can see Ben's face right now. You're definitely not eyeing. You don't with us, do you?
I never have. Not once have I.
No.
I've given you a couple of monotone like that,
Yeah.
but you've never gone
we
this far.
asked.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, Ari's drinking out of a giant water bottle. That is adorable. That is oh my gosh, as big as your head. I love that most people have their webcams on. It's pretty great.
I got bored during class and started running my hands through my hair. Guys, that was a bad idea. My hair is like twice the size of my head.
The stream won't see it, but I want to see.
Oh, fine.
Okay. That's great. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Gay is being gay.
Yeah. We'll get to that when we do our pronoun go around.
Imagine falling to gay peer pressure. Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me.
Oh, the absolute fear I just had thinking I was about to have to do the pronoun go around with my aunt downstairs.
You're so.
That was about.
You're.
Anyways.
All good. You still haven't turned on your camera, which is all good.
I sent you a Snapchat.
Oh,
Wow.
that's gay. Oh, just
like
for me.
The rest of us aren't curious.
Oh my gosh,
I get special privileges.
I don't have that application, so
you should, but I'm glad that you don't
No.
because that's.
Why'd you say? Well, Jake, why'd you say it to your camera roll?
Cause I. Anyway, guys, we're gonna do the pronoun go around. Starting off with my.
I'm gonna roll like shit today. I dropped my lucidus dice.
Oh no.
Oh.
That must suck
it's
for you,
asking
Ben.
to be rolled.
Speaking of asking to be rolled, Benny.
Hi. I'm Benny. I go by they, them. I'm playing Orsa Lyjust. He goes by he, him. Yippee.
Yippee. We lost some.
I should do my Finnish lesson.
You should. We lost some, Benny. Benny, I can't believe you.
Oh yeah. I also go by it and son. And I'm getting more confident about addressing it when I introduce myself.
You should. Guys, if you're not aware, they be Benny. Well, let's just say that Sun makes some pretty cool content over on the YouTube. And I'm really excited for it to post more.
I posted the Halloween video.
It just posted the Halloween video. Guys.
Listen, I've been talking about YouTube in therapy, okay? You are lucky I am still on that website.
Sun's a trooper. Okay, speaking of a trooper, are we awesome?
Hi, I'm Ari Orson. I am playing B today, who uses she/they pronouns. I use he/they.
Just kidding. I knew that. Very good though.
Indeed.
Speaking of whatever you just said. Speaking of. Hi, Draw.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, I'm Draw. I go by love it pronouns, and I play Iris, who goes by she it. And I'm not gonna make the usual joke because Jack used the sweet voice, so I'm already flustered.
Hey guys, you know how we talk about Draw and I being gay every week?
You know how that was a bit stemming back from Spelljammer?
I'm a very happy wife today.
Guys, it's not. We girl bossed a little too close to the sun. It's not a bit anymore.
It's not a bit anymore. Listen, not to I'm not gonna name any names, but a lot of people in our friend group recently had a "it's not a bit anymore" moment. And I'm very happy, just in general. People off stream, people on stream, high drop. It's great. Speaking of stream of consciousness, speaking of an intellect above the rest, someone that haunts me every day and every week. As these past several weeks while Draw has been away, Ben has consistently made characters that strike fear into my heart.
I don't do that. Hi, I'm Ben. I play Aso. Both of us use any y'all for now.
For now. What do you mean for now?
Were are always on the table.
No! For also, we're for Ben.
For also.
For also. For also. Good.
For also.
Good.
Mm.
Speaking of, Chegg Minecraft 22. They, she, and ready for you. Hi guys, welcome back to a Table of Dice and Liars, a very fun game of D&D that I play with my friends every week. We've taken 2 weeks off from the game, and you know what, gamers? I'm so happy to be back with all of you. To get right into the swing of things, you folks have less than a week, a number of days before Remus Angelo, Lord Remus Angelo, or the Violet Mage, as they have recently been known as, comes to the Great Wood. Remus is a mad mage and an arsonist, and as we have recently established, they are very prepared to burn anything and anyone that comes in their way. If they get to the Great Wood and you aren't prepared, it will be reduced to ash. So this week, we are essentially reviewing what you know, what you can do, what you're doing to prepare. Now, we can take as many days as you want. We can go through each day. We can speedrun it. But I need you to know that if we reach the point that, hey, we're on the day that Twitch and your ships come, that means that is the final day you have before Remus arrives. Which, if we do use up all your days today, means on the 18th, you fight Remus. But in the meantime, as we come back, you folks have about 6 days. Now, we can do this with a group conversation, a meeting. And we can also go one by one around the table, day by day, just talking about stuff you guys want to do. I was thinking maybe we open up with the characters meeting, and then we'll do sort of a roll for initiative to go through each one of you and what you're personally doing to prepare. Sound good?
Good. Sounds great.
Yay! Awesome! All right, we open up with the core 4. Orsa, B, Iris, Aso, not to mention several other characters and NPCs. To review, we have Lady Orsa Lyjust, Orsa's partner, an amazing ruler, and a cleric that you know of. We also have Cohen. Cohen is Orsa's right hand, a rogue with a bit of magic under their sleeves. Now, after that, we have Saris, who is Aso's right hand. We unfortunately do not have Bear today, as Bear is on the ship and will not be with us until the day before Remus arrives. On top of that, we have a special guest, an archbishop, a bit of a scallywag, if you'd ask, Orsa Lyjust. We
Got a lot of words for him.
Got a lot of words. Here's the thing. In the past, we've given characters nicknames. For example, when you folks got around to dealing with Not Hero, we permanently renamed them Bastard, which I love to bits. Montecow doesn't have a nickname. Montecow is just...
I've got a nickname.
Is it that bitch?
Heretic.
Heretic. Fair enough.
Also, Bishop was thought of. That wasn't as good as Heretic.
That's so good. Whatever the case, Leanna, Cohen, Saris, Montecow, all these people are here. So there may be 8 people in here. And then, of course, it goes without saying that Orsa leaders of each of your major divisions are here. We have the person in charge of your traditional troops, those who use the swords. We also have the bowmen. And finally, we have a bit of a smaller division of spellcasters. So while you don't have nearly as many of them, they are out there. We've established in the past that a lot of the time they'll sort of travel in groups with the others. So you always have one person that can cast a counterspell or a healing word if need be. Whatever the case, that leaves a total of maybe 11 people in this room for this meeting. As everyone sits around the table, Lady Leanna stands. Everyone, at this point we have less than 6 days. Now is the time to make our concerns known. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. As Cohen has made us all aware, there are options that we have in case things do go poorly. As she says this is of course referring to the plans you folks made when you were deciding to use the Scroll of Teleport, which if you guys don't know, while you guys did burn the Scroll of Teleport, meaning that you don't have an easy escape, you folks do have ships. Specifically one that should be able to fly out of here by the time you are having the fight with Remus. So if necessary, you can use that, and perhaps Twitch can do something about getting the others up to speed to evacuate, essentially. You have 3 large ships that you could use to evacuate people from the Great Wood if you do not succeed in the battle against Remus. Lady Leanna continues. With that, I am going to turn the floor to whoever is ready to speak first. It's important that we all are very open with our information today. We do not have time for regrets. And she will sit down. Orsa, Aso, B, Iris. Any one of you could lead the conversation. But it becomes very clear as the NPCs look to you that you 4 are the ones that are sort of expected to begin this discussion. You're in charge. How does the meeting begin?
I think after like a moment of awkward silence and Orsa realizing, like, I've recently gotten the bow. I'll be training with the archers for that.
That's great. So this guy's whole shtick is fire. We're surrounded by forest right now. I know there's not much we could do about that, but I just figured I'd bring it up.
It is a concern that's been on my mind, but you can't really move a town or
I mean,
down old growth, so
I mean, I wasn't. I meant more evacuation, possibly to reduce casualties, but
You're suggesting that we evacuate from the start, that when the ships arrive, we take that time to get as many people out of the Great Wood as possible? This is Cohen speaking now.
I mean, we could always start now. There's nothing necessarily stopping us from starting now. And even if it's just carts and they're only relocated a little ways away, it's better than being here where I imagine, fireballs, scorching rays, any other spell like that of the sort being tossed around.
If we put out word, there's bound to be at least a handful of people who know family in other parts of the country they can go to for a little while.
Mhm.
Cuts down the numbers that we are responsible to figure out where they go.
There's a pause before someone speaks up. And unfortunately, it is Montecao who raises a hand. I have two things I'd like to bring up. For one, as you know, my people are currently approaching to assist with everything that is to come. Now, if need be, I suppose that we could, well, I could put in a bit of extra effort, see about having everyone escorted back to the capital. I mean, I of course understand people wanting to be near their families, I do, but ultimately, that is the most fortified area left in the country. I'm also just going to put this out there, but with the blessings that have been bestowed upon us back at our temples, our churches, it would be very comfortable for us to begin welcoming people in. I don't know what sort of offensive magic this violet mage has, but we have our divine defenses. May I move on to my second point?
I think your offer of sanctuary is very appreciated. Just we would leave that open as an option for people to choose.
Of course, of course. Speaking of sanctuary, now I understand that the concern is when it comes to fire versus wood, the great wood falls 9 out of 10 times. Yes, yes. It's my understanding that we have a very powerful archdruid in the room. Couldn't she... I mean, pardon me for being presumptuous, archdruid Iris, but could you not provide a bit of extra protection? Maybe call upon a storm to envelop the great wood on the day of this battle? Is that within your powers?
Sorry, wait.
All good. Essentially, Montecao is like, hey, you're supposed to be this super powerful archdruid. Can't you, like, summon a storm and just rain on the great wood so the fire doesn't, have a chance? Basically asking and assuming a lot of you in this moment, though.
Yeah.
Um, I I think Orsa will let it be in the air for a minute before um saying, like, that also raises the question of, can we fight in the rain? I mean, we're not exactly training to run through mud. A storm could have adverse effects on us as much as it does on the enemy's side.
Well, let me just ask you. Have you heard of this violet mage using any weapon that didn't end in flame or explosion of some sort?
Have you seen a tree grow from burned limbs?
I can't say that I have.
Then you haven't spent enough time around trees. The forest is older than anyone in this room. It is protected by people and spirits alike. There's heavy doubt in my mind that any amount of fire could take it out permanently. It could be gone for a few years. That would be sad. But it would come back.
I can appreciate your faith in the future. I can. However, I am, I suppose, looking from the perspective of wanting to not rob the current generation of this place. That said, I will follow your lead, absolutely. I'm simply trying to suggest that at the end of the day, water to fire can be quite effective.
It is worth considering. Thank you.
Monte-Cal nods and steps back.
Well, there is also the concern of, rather debate of, with that, is whether we want to fight through a firestorm or just deal with some harsh weather. Because, I mean, logistically, if I'm wielding all the fire magic possible, and likely this Remus doesn't seem like a kind of individual at the moment to be reasonable, concerned about their own troops, anything of that sort. So I imagine that fire, that going to be a bit more of an indiscriminate fire than you know. Me personally, if I was Remus, why not just lob fireballs at the Great Wood for however long it takes us to get it in and out, rather than risk fighting the Great Wood on home turf.
You're suggesting that we wouldn't even have the chance to fight, that if we stay here, it'll just be burnt down with us in it.
Practically, that's what I'd do.
Do we have to start the fight here? What
No,
is stopping us from marching up here?
that's exactly what I was suggesting.
Great minds.
We move to strike a little bit earlier. On the maybe get the ships here, give everyone about 6 to 8 hours to prepare, and then move a defense to stand in the way of Remus rather than allow them into the Great Wood or near it with us in it.
We could start moving earlier if we send 2 waves. Split some of the army so that some stay here to help evacuate and show up later and send a first wave.
That's also an idea.
I do. And Saris is going to speak up. I do agree. I think that preparing forces outside of the Great Wood to push and leaving enough within, that is smart, yes. Lady Leanna is going to look toward B. Now, she's not going to say anything out loud. However, B, you do receive a ping for ascending if you choose to accept it.
Sure.
You've been listening quite patiently. I hope you know that if there's anything you have to say, you are welcome to speak up and valued. And that is the 25 words.
I don't have much to add, so I am just observing what happens.
You don't have to use all the words. That's all good. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Nice. She nods her head approvingly.
Bee's never led an army. She doesn't know shit.
As everything is being discussed, Cohen will take the next opportunity to speak. If we are to do this, then I think pushing ahead before they have the chance to reach the Great Wood, that is important, yes. And with any luck, if Heroes' forces have not arrived yet by then, this would buy us additional time for them to come. If the first wave can hold off Remus or Remus's forces, then that might buy us the time we need. I think it goes without saying that while the armies are going at it, we should be sending an elite strike force to take out Remus themselves. It's very clear that the people of the Twin Cities were being tortured, mentally, at least, by the Violet Mage. If we are able to take this single piece, the game of chess would be over before it began.
What is up with people in torture lately? Like, people, the younger generations are still willing to fight for a cause. You don't have to, like, scare them always.
It's quicker.
Additionally, and Cohen rocks a bit in the seat, as you know, Aso is not the only one with informants. We do have contacts that have been feeding information back to me, seeing things up close. There doesn't seem to be clear motivation with the entity that was parading around as Hero Justice. Her goals were made quite clear. She was doing what she was doing to help the people, at least those were her words, her claims. She thought that being brutal would give this nation the best possible chance. We've yet to see why this is being done, what motivates Remus, if anything, beyond pure violence for the sake of it. I fought in the last war. I had the opportunity to interact with a number of individuals, whether in the nobility or a bit below. By all accounts, Remus Angelo was not a fighter, was not even someone with political concerns. This is the youngest warlord out of the three. No one understands what changed. When Aphrodite Angelo died, we heard nothing from the Twin City, nothing of note, and then suddenly this. My fear is that Osso is right, that Remus won't care of casualties, whether they be our own people or his. I don't know what he's afraid of. And that makes finding a clear weakness so much harder. I'm sorry, I just wanted to share.
Jag, I've got some silly questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mentioned a bit in DMs or over call at one point about the apple not falling too far from the tree when it comes to Remus.
Oh, absolutely.
Would I know, as Orsa Lyjust, would I understand that and have noticed?
Sure. Do me a favor, roll history or insight with advantage.
Okay. Like -1 instead of a minus. That's an at 20.
Lovely. We're going to
Technically
flash.
a 19.
We're going to flash back. We're going to flash back a bit. So, we're going to go back in time 15 years. Orsa is 43 in the present day, right? So you'd be 28?
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
everyone to imagine with me a 28-year-old Orsa Lyjust. Imagine Orsa in what many would consider to be his prime, so far as fighting prowess goes. Now, mechanically, you folks are all level 9 right now, but I'd like to imagine that in his youth, Orsa's capabilities were a bit above that. You were amazing. That said, dealing with the war with Azure was more than just battle. There were times where you were pulled in for political conversations, even if that was just being present while your family had discussions. There is a moment that you recall when your father was unfortunately forced to convene with Aphrodite Angela, this oh so beautiful, oh so confident woman. And as the conference went on, you do recall one of the few times that you saw Remus just outside. Now, Remus was a good bit younger than you, several years. And I would say that you remember the sort of nervous way that his eyes would dart away from you whenever you realized that he had been maybe staring for a moment before returning to his books. This is a shy, nerdy kid, really. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that the apple did not fall far from the tree, and that Aphrodite's taste in your father, well, let's just say that those genes are very strong indeed.
Mm. Um, I don't know if it's worth anything, but there might be an in which I have some sort of influence. If we're talking about strike teams, I should probably get in with you that group.
I agree. Orsa's a good pick. Um, I mean, it's been my job to sort of do this particular strike team, assassination type gig for a while. Um, any other nominations for this theme that we're doing.
Monte Carlo
do
raises
it.
a hand. Oh, say that again?
I'll do it.
I'm going to say that...
I
Oh, please
can
continue.
also be of help, I believe.
Lovely. Our Core 4 volunteer. Saris, of course, leans forward. You know that you will have me through rain and fire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're offering, I would be more than happy to lend my assistance. That said, if you would prefer that I hang back and, well, make sure that my own forces are well equipped to deal, I'm not as young as I used to be, but you would be surprised.
I would like to turn to him and sort of smile and say, "As you please." And I want to stare at him and attempt to remind him of the conversation we had on the boat and let him decide if he wants to be in the same room as me whenever whatever goes down.
Yeah, they're gonna grin at you. Not so much returning the energy, but complimenting it. I gotta be honest. So we've established that the head of your swordsman, the head of your bowman, and the head of your casters, they are also in the room. They are taking notes. They are preparing. They have heard the rumor from the boat people, and seeing you stare at each other, there are some uncomfortable scoots.
But there's a rumor we kissed.
You receive a
I
ping from
think
your...
the moment he remembers,
Yeah?
he's turning away.
You receive a ping from Cohen. I know this is a very serious moment, but I need you to know making sure Leanna doesn't find out has been top priority. Okay.
If it's possible to yell in a mental like message way, just like it's intimidation. I'm not flirting.
God. Cohen is not going to burn another sending on this. You know that Cohen just has the ring. These aren't spell slots, it's just the ring full of slots. But I need you to know that Cohen looks to you as he sits at your side, and he sort of extends a hand and like places it on your knee and just sort of pats you under the table.
So we'll let a little sigh out. Just exasperation.
Monte Carlo speaks up. Also, while we're on the subject of who goes when and where, once again, this is simply a comment on my part. Archdruid, if you were to fall in battle, what would become of the Great Wood? You are its... Forgive me if I'm not understanding your role. It has been quite some time since I was involved in this place's culture. Are you not its greatest protector? Its best chance?
Ideally, it's not going to come to that, but I'm sure that if I do fall, everything will be sorted out.
Hmm. Fair enough. Lady Lana is going to look around the room. I feel that our plan is more than, well, things are more or less taking form. We will begin evacuation. We will prepare to strike so that we are outside of the Great Wood. It sounds like the 7 of you will be moving forward to deal with Remus directly. And we will make sure that there are people back in the Great Wood prepared to either come forth or evacuate troops should the first wave fall in battle with Remus's forces.
Sounds like a plan.
There's a knock at the doorway. We see standing, unattended for the first time in quite some time, Orsa's father.
Is there? He very quickly like stands up to go to him. Is there a problem?
No, I do not. I am not trying to cause a disruption. No, I am here to help with the meeting. Of course, you know I'm here for this. I'm here.
Ah, of course. Um, chair. If there's not one, he'll offer his.
I do apologize for I did not mean to distress. I am just well. And as he sits down, he's going to look toward B. Hello there, granddaughter. Hello.
I've got you the paints you wanted.
Good.
Don't worry about that.
Good. Hello, everyone. It is very good to see you after this time. And he makes eye contact with Montecow. Montecow holds her hands together, and he smiles at him. Well, hello there, my old friend. Yes. Yes, hello. Yes. You look good. Oh, you don't mean that. Anyway, I do trust that your lord is more than prepared for what is to come. I simply wanted to offer what I still can. And we watch as your father places a rolled up scroll on the table, a very large piece of parchment. It's clear that this is work, recent work. His hands are still somewhat covered in paint. You will want to see this, of course. He waits expectantly as this sits on the table.
I think Orsa will like check with him, like ask him in Beast probably first before like is it okay to touch, to unravel?
Your father nods at you, not smiling, but he nods.
Yeah, he'll open it up, roll it out, as it were.
You roll it out. You see the Great Wood. You see a wall of fire surrounding it. you also see a very large set of wings just beyond that wall of fire. They are black, sort of leathery. But this painting, it's messy, by far the messiest you've seen. In fact, a lot of it is more colors than clear line work. It's not something your father has done meticulously with his brushes. This is something he did with his fingers. There's emotion here. There's the great wood. There's the fire. And there's something pressing that fire forward. Something very large and very intense. I'm afraid that is all that was the last thing that I could see. I did not see a man. I saw something more than a man. And I know that you should see, too.
Mm.
Hmm. God, I hate being right.
Mm.
Can I turn to the head of our archers?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to ask, do you know anyone particularly skilled with killing birds?
Your head of archers looks to you, and very quickly you are given a list. You have several archers who are ready to deal with winged combatants, whether that be birds or whatever this may be.
Let's get some emergency training done. I want all of our archers to have at least the ground level knowledge.
Yes,
and put them in charge of teams if they're capable of leadership.
yes, yes.
I also, at about this point, want to talk to the other head of the army of like non-casters, regular soldiers. Just go over the like learning to bind people's hands thing.
Yeah, absolutely. They are prepared. A training regimen has already been prepared so that groups are ready to descend on any casters. Their primary goal, and mechanically, what this is basically they find someone, they ready their action, and groups of them will charge and bind. Nets are prepared, and I will say additionally, any caster that can cast catapult and use a net is very useful in this situation.
Interesting.
But yes, absolutely. You're heads of the army. Both the swords division and the archers both have their orders and they prepare accordingly. Cohen looks to everyone once again. If there's not any other business to discuss, I think it's best that our people receive their orders and we begin training for what is to come. I have been in contact with our ships. They're on their way. Weather is clear, and I've been made aware that Twitch is making modifications to the engine that could, at the very least, get the one ship to us early. That would mean leaving the twins behind, which is not ideal. With any luck, something will be figured out within the next day or so. Better to have one than not at all. Saris looks to Cohen, and Cohen nods. My friends, do we have anything else to discuss?
I don't think so.
Nothing here.
I don't.
Monte-Cal looks at Iris.
I have nothing more to add.
All right then. If we all know what we must do, then I call this meeting to an end. Disperse. Do what
Do you?
This is not Monte-Cal. This is your wife.
Okay, good.
That would be funny, though.
Would be hilarious. Be one of his best jokes.
Monte-Cal is a bit more like this. And your wife talks
Yeah,
more
I
like
just suck
this.
at hearing.
I understand. With that, Lady
My
Leanna.
wife can do whatever she wants. I listen to my wife first and foremost.
I'm so glad. Oh, real. I'm so glad that all the wives in the chat beginning. I'm just responding to a message in DMs, but Lady Leanna does call this meeting to the end. So what's going to take place from here is we are going to roll for initiative. That said, I need you guys to know that this isn't for a fight. This is just deciding how you guys go one by one. And I think for fairness...
Oh, we're fighting already. We're throwing down right.
Right.
This is a free-for-all PvP.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
That's how we're gonna train.
I am going to have you guys just treat it like a roll for initiative, because it just makes sense that the fastest person would get to work first. And then each of you will get your business.
Where are any of my dice? I did not prepare at all.
All right,
Did not
guys. I rolled
spell
the
the
highest
whole
number
thing.
I'm able to. 5.
That's
Yo.
amazing.
That's so high.
I'm so
know.
impressed. You've really come to your own.
That's
Yeah, no, I know.
What?
This is. Some might even say I'm coming out.
Oh, finally?
Hey, speaking of coming out, Draw, I'm gay for you.
Oh my god. Wait, what?
I know, it's so crazy.
Benny.
Benny is
February 14th.
Benny, you're so lucky that we would never call you out on stream.
I will happily call myself out. I was booing them. I was muted, but I was booing them very visually.
You were mewing? Now they just made a face at me. They said muting, you guys. I just used the latest Gen Alpha terms to upset my friend, and now they're standing. Okay, now Sun's moving away.
Benny's mew-maxing? Say it isn't so.
I don't know what generation
And
the
again,
kids
Benny
I
does
work
send me a
with
lot
are
of gooning
in.
TikToks.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
babe.
don't know what generation of kids I work with, but surprisingly,
24. 24, by the way.
none of them use
Nice.
like the Gen Alpha like slang, and it's kind of nice. Like I can have a normal conversation with these children.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's weird to call it Gen Alpha slang because a lot of the stuff is like the people that influence Gen Alpha are using it a bunch. Like I hear plenty of people that are like way too old to be Gen Alpha talking about it. Primarily people in this call, unfortunately. Um,
I want you to know that I got up to adjust something, but I had my headphones on right up until the point that Ari said Mew maxing.
well,
I
Thank you.
chose my own mental health and took them.
As
Cool.
you should.
so I
I
know
got
that.
a 19, by the way.
Thank you. All right, and finally, Orsa.
25.
All right, wonderful. So that means that. Oh wow, Orsa goes before Aso. What? Because Aso
I'll
got.
have work.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Let's go. Orsa, Aso, Iris,
I've
B.
got
Yeah.
what is the I've got alert and feral instinct, so I have a +10 and advantage on initiative.
Wonderful. So you are training with your bow. Um, to review, what's right now? I mean, is that what you want to do on this first turn in initiative, or would you rather do something else? You can do anything at all. If you'd like to train, we can roll for it, and then the idea is that if you are successful over the course of these days for whatever you're training with, then I'll give you a new thing. Like, oh, you didn't have the archery fighting style tomorrow yet? Now you do. Have a +2, you know?
How many opportunities will we get to like do different things?
I'll do up to 6 goes around the table tonight. I will
Gotcha.
on the 6th go. At that point, you guys will for sure have Twitch and everyone. I'm gonna roll at one point to see if Twitch is successful in picking up the pace and getting there early. But you guys can do anything. Don't feel obligated to train like as your scene every time. We can just roll for it, and you guys can do whatever you want to do on top of that.
Yeah, I think I will opt for archery for this first round.
Cool. So I just want you to roll to hit with your equipment for the archery, and we can role play anything out. Essentially, Orsa, you gather with your best archers, and they give you close tutoring. You're already a stellar warrior, and you are rather dexterous.
I would like to make an edit to that statement.
Please do. What's up?
Orsa is going to like the archery range and finding whoever is there and asking them for tips.
Sure. You see someone here at the archery, and they're a little bit on the shorter side. They've got a bow and arrow, and they are currently. I want to make it clear. Whoever this funky person is, speed shooting is on point. The dummies look dumbfounded. By which I mean there is one that is missing a head from getting shot in the face so many times.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah, I think he's completely unfamiliar with like how archers talk and like how they would ask. So just pulls out like the gym bro vocab he has from training. Just like, can you spot me?
this person's gonna look at you. They're gonna sign. Okay.
Yippee.
Benni,
Mhm.
I'm gonna just assume that Orsa, being a good leader, will know the basics for our D&D equivalent of ASL. But I will say, for any rogues in the party, hint hint also, this is Thieves' Cant for like more specific statements. But yes, please continue.
Okay. Is it these cat or is it core silent speech? Because I know both.
We're gonna go with Thieves' Cant for now.
I'm trying to find the stats. I don't know why I didn't pin the bow stats because I didn't write it down for some reason. It's would just be like a regular bow, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm actively proficient, so that's just dexterity.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
That dice ran away.
by the way, since you're receiving training from this person and they're spotting you, I'll give you advantage.
All right, I'll just roll this one. That is a 16.
Wonderful. So with a 16, they do a lot of adjustments to your posture and stuff like this over the course of this time. And I mean, you can shoot. You're shooting pretty well. So with a 16, I'm going to say for this first day, that's great. We're going to say from here you are half proficient. Just since you are doing some speed training. This is what you're devoting a lot of your time with. So for the next go around, we'll get you a full proficiency. But yeah, pretty good. As you complete the training, this little hooded person looks up at you and they sign, "Well done."
And thank you back.
Wonderful. As you sign, "Thank you," I'm going to ask you to roll either an insight check or a perception check.
Or that's gonna be perception, and that has a 14.
With a 14, as this person leaves the range, I will say, you know of many of the individuals that either work with you or would frequent this sort of archery range. I'm just going to say with the 14, hey, going off of vibes, and I mean pure vibes, while this person shoots pretty good, they don't walk like one of your soldiers. It's a little bit funny. But, I mean, they were good. And they helped you progress pretty quickly. Maybe you'll see them again tomorrow.
Is there anyone I know around?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna say that as you're doing your little business, and by little business, I mean thinking about this little person. Yeah, there are a few archers, that are sort of just working, probably coming up as you're exiting this little area so they can take a turn. My lord.
I would like. Hello. Do you recognize that archer? Have they been around?
No, well, a bit recently. Um, this past few weeks, yes, it's a daily commitment for them. I don't.
Do we know where they're from?
I believe they are local. They don't have any trouble making their way through town. I've never had them ask for. I mean, they don't really speak. But they're good. They're pretty good.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't.
You would normally be a trusting figure and just assume it's a townsperson, but Benny, have been burned by you, Jeg, a few too many times on these Monday meetings.
Quite literally burned by me a few times. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I remember the ship and the people disguised as my own army.
Cool.
I cried that night.
I know. I'm sorry. Was that your turn?
It was dedication to acting.
That's good. I love dedication.
Yes, that will be my turn.
Wonderful. Also, what would you like to do?
What's up? Also is going to are there oh, I know what Osso's gonna do. Also is probably going to just does Saris have alert?
We can get Sarah's alert. I will say
That is what I would like to do. I would like to trade with Sarah to get them alert.
lovely. You don't want to get yourself alert. You want to work with them to get alert.
I mean, I don't need it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna say for this, we're gonna have you roll. Here's the thing. I'm not having you roll stealth just to roll stealth to beat them. This is more
Mhm.
roll stealth to just, you know, obviously you're the sneakiest person here, so you being at your best helps them defend against the best. So just make a stealth check.
Mm-hmm. All right, stealth check. That was not very good. 19.
19, excellent. I mean, don't get me wrong, not great for you, but for anyone else, 19's very good. As you spend the day working with Saris, it becomes clear that you're very proficient at sneaking up on someone. However, maybe it's just because they know you at this point, or maybe it's because you're having an off day. But they're getting better at predicting it. I'm gonna say that they are a good amount of the way. You know, with a
Okay.
higher success on another day, maybe they'll be closer, but that's good.
Okay.
Nice. All right. As you are training, at one point, Sarah stops. If we do go through with this, our strike team taking Remus down,
Mm-hmm.
I understand that you're a caster, that you're capable in that regard. Are you relying on those skills, or should I assume I
Oh
don't
God, no. Listen, I am many things, but I like to think that I'm not stupid. That is probably the best caster in, all of Rubeus. I'm not No, I'm not trying to test my abilities. Not in this situation at least.
Okay. I hope that one of us is prepared to counter his magic. I guess we'll just do our best to be faster.
I think the best I think B's working with Twitch to optimize that magic crystal, crystal, and I was more betting on that than my own abilities to counter spells and such. Because respectfully, I don't know how many fireballs I will be able to, stop.
Understandable, yes. All right. All right, let's keep going.
Mm-hmm.
With that, are you all set with your first scene?
I am absolutely set.
Awesome. We're going to go to Iris. Hey, Iris.
Hey, Jack.
You can do anything you want on this first day. What would you like to do to prepare?
You know, can Iris be like messing around with water magic near the shop? Just
Absolutely.
staying close to her family,
Yeah.
but still doing something productive.
Sure. I'm going to say, as you're working with your water magic, just make a roll with your spellcasting ability. Are you attempting to work on your ability to... I mean, is this like water bending? Is it like creating storms? Or what are you thinking?
Creating storms.
Absolutely. Roll with your spellcasting ability.
That is a 26.
Excellent. At one point, Marigold is sort of watching you. She's gone inside after I imagine it's been a long day, and she just got changed and everything for the evening. She steps outside to get a good look at you, and as water begins to drop, and we see essentially rain clouds surround the shop, she covers her head up with a bucket before stepping out. And you just hear, "Why are you doing this? What are you doing?"
What am I doing?
Yeah, where are you? Where I'm getting wet. What are you doing? You guys help me. I want to know, but I also want to go inside.
Can Iris try and make like a little, like instead of like rain clouds that follow people, Iris wants to do the opposite around Marigold.
That's cute. Absolutely. You give Marigold this little bubble, and she pauses before taking the bucket off. Okay, so you're doing that. Okay, cool.
Just a little bit of weather magic.
Right. Okay. I mean, you're really good at it. That's good.
Thank you. I appreciate that you think that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think you're pretty good at a lot of things. I mean, not like political things, but that's my business more than yours, so I'm not too worried. But otherwise, yeah, you're really good. I was wondering, and you don't have to tell me, but a lot of people have been busy, and by busy I mean like the you know the archers and the soldiery people, and I've heard talk from some of the neighbors a little bit, and I guess I was just wondering, is something happening?
Well, what were you gonna say?
I mean, if you can't talk about it, you can't talk about it. But you can tell me anything.
I will say we're definitely preparing for something, but it's nothing you have to worry about. We're gonna get it all taken care of.
Okay. I guess I was just worried that we'd have to like leave or something, and I wouldn't want something to happen to the shop if we're not here.
If we do have to leave, I can pinky promise that the shop's gonna be okay.
You can pinky promise. Can you do both your pinkies?
I can do both my pinkies.
Okay. She's gonna reach out with both of her pinkies.
Iris, of course, does the little pinky promise.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. I'm just gonna, and she walks over, and as you're working, she's gonna start, as you would like. Some people bring a flag down, right? She's taking the big Orsa Lyjust scarecrow that she made a while back, and she's bringing that in. Okay, come on. Yep. And she's bringing this through the doorway, not like around back or anything. You can't get wet. I'm sorry. I didn't give you a hat. I didn't want to cover the. And she's still dragging, trying to like get him through. They want to cover the scarf. I didn't. Okay. And he almost breaks, but he's now inside the front room of the shop.
I would die for her.
I was kind of just I could have just directed the rain away.
No, you're busy. You need to focus. It's okay. And she closes the door.
Iris just sighs and then goes back to what she was doing.
Lovely. I will say, with the training you've done and with that excellent roll, yes, you are proficient at creating these rain clouds, at least over an area that's the equivalent of a property. So say that you wanted to spawn this over a house or a building and do this. Yes, you can do that quite easily. Obviously, doing it over a larger area is going to take time. Although I will say, while you are the Archdruid, you do know there are other casters in Orsa's forces. So if it takes teamwork, maybe you all could do something. Are you satisfied?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Before your turn, you're going to receive a sending from Agram. Do you accept?
Sure.
Hi, B. Twitch had a question for you. The staff is going well. Do you have any extra requirements? Because it's pretty much done now.
Make a hidden switch so I can release the gem if needed.
You receive another sending. Cool. Okay. She says yes. She also says to tell Iris that it's beautiful weather, but not as beautiful as... And Agram runs out of words.
Gay.
Agram does not respond to this. Okay, now what would you like to do?
Sorry, I gotta respond to something.
Yeah, absolutely. Take your time.
Alright. B has somehow climbed her way to the top of like the tallest tower in the land. Probably in Orsa's castle.
Of course.
She is like standing upon it, looking down at the ground, and her wings are out. She's like just like breathing very slowly, and it's like, okay, yeah.
What's Up Danger starts to play.
What's up, danger? For real, and then begins to fall. B is trying to power train her flight speed and try and go as fast as she can.
All right, yeah. So here's what I'm going to say. You're training your flight speed. I want you to make either an athletics roll, or if you'd like to instead, we can call it acrobatics. One or the other, it's totally up to you.
I'll do acrobatics. It's just one higher. The 14.
With a 14, it's taking you some time. You can fly. You've flown far distances before, but speed is new. Not that you're not fast on the ground. It helps that you're pretty clever, too, but this is something you're going to be working on. As you fly, at one point, you receive another ping. So this time, it is from Montecow. Do you accept?
Yeah.
Hello there. You should know that if you're attempting to increase your speed, heavy armor does weigh you down a bit. Perhaps consider making adjustments.
Fuck off, dear man. And then, like, as she's gonna say the final one, she hits a tree.
Lovely. Now, as we've established, B's current armor is mithril, correct? Meaning that you don't have the usual disadvantages on stealth checks. You don't have a strength requirement, stuff like that. Which is very nice. I will say, if we're talking purely narratively, you being heavy with all of your items is not a bad point. Now, the mithril is not weighing you down. I'm not giving any restrictions on your speed. This is just, what would realistically be good advice.
I guess I could get rid of my gun and nothing else.
Nothing else. For context,
I'm getting
everyone.
rid of my potions of healing? Fuck no.
Of course
That's
not.
everything.
That's everything. No, realistically, the mithril plate is 65 pounds, and your equipment weighs 78 pounds. So, yeah, there's not much you can do. But, you know. As you make this roll, I'm going to say, same sort of case with some of the other stuff we got today. You've made some progress, right? You're probably going to need to keep working on this every day, but if you are satisfied, I'm going to say by the end of this, we could get you the mobile feat, which would give you an extra 10 feet of flying speed. How would you feel about this?
Alright. Works for me.
Cool, cool. With that first...
Jag, before we move on from B, remember that there is a wild surgeon here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Ari, can you roll me a D100, please?
Oh, was that Grim? Was that Grim, that sick bastard?
Was Grim.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to kick him in the...
You cut out for like the entire middle part of that, which I think is so
I'm going
funny.
to harm him
Discord
grievously. 42.
Decided to.
Oh, we know 42. Oh, God.
Oh, are you blue or are you bald?
No,
Are you
sorry.
blue or are you?
We don't...
Or is your skin corroding? Maybe.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you straight up. Okay. At one point, you were flying again over the course of your training. You've hit a tree.
Hold on, wait. I have a reroll. I'll do it if I need to.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
How bad is 42?
You turn into a potted plant until the start of your next turn.
I love potted.
While a plant, you are
That's great.
incapacitated and have vulnerability to all damage. If you drop to 0
For-
HP, your pot breaks and your form reverts. Would you like to
For the
reroll?
bit, can I land in Iris's house?
That is the plan.
A
Yes.
place I've never been before.
Sure.
Just like a potted plant breaks through the window.
You're soaring, and maybe it's Iris testing things with magic, and maybe it's just the fact that Iris is using her magic while you're going really fast, and sometimes you guys connect in weird ways. But at one point, Iris, you hear the sound of something falling down your chimney, and suddenly Marigold rushes outside. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Iris! And she holds up a little purple plant, and the leaves look like wings. Look what I found. I think it's a gift. I think you should take it. We should plant it! Let's bury it! It'll grow! No, this is definitely a baby dragon plant. Look at it. Look at it. This is going to turn into a dragon plant. Look at the little... And B, you can't talk, but she is pulling the little leaves to sort of show them off. It feels like someone is trying to pull your wings off. She's not trying to hurt you. She's not even trying to hurt the plant. You've just never been a plant before.
Do I know that this is B? Do we got that?
You can talk to each other psychically in this moment.
B is screaming in plant.
Iris just okay. Can I have the pot?
Okay.
Let me really thank you. Iris just goes. So you know I'm magic, right? Let me just I'm gonna have a silent conversation real quick. Okay. This is gonna look crazy. And then Iris just, what the fuck happened?
Okay. So I was flying. I hit a tree. And then I'm a plant. I don't know what shit Orsa was on when they said the spirits were nice. This is fucked up.
Okay, going into plants is kind of my thing.
I'm not trying to steal your thing. I can't get out.
Of course.
You live here?
Yeah. The shop was
Oh.
mine before I started working under Orsa.
I think I robbed you at one point.
What?
Do you have a scarecrow out front that had like a cape?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Oh. Yeah, I owe you some money.
You know what? Iris kind of just looks up and just, Marigold, keep this pot and this plant. I'm going to take care of this in like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
No,
just
please.
that's what you get for robbing the store. We are a small, locally owned business.
I didn't know the consequences of my actions would have consequences.
All right, baby dragon. I'm gonna tell you about my plans for the future. And you get
I'm
brought
going
to
to make sure you never see the throne, small maniac.
Marigold brings you to her room.
Iris just that would be ideal.
You're set down on the bed, and Marigold pulls out a blackboard. All right, now here's something you need to understand, baby dragon. The problem with the political powers here in Rubeus is that they are very content not doing anything. They keep to themselves.
Does Marigold know about B?
No.
Does Marigold know Orsa has a daughter?
No.
It's a double-edged sword. Iris is getting back at you, and I don't know, you're getting intel on whatever the hell Marigold's got going on.
Now, what you need to understand is that the Twin Cities have been keeping to their lonesome, you know? And here in the Great Wood, I mean, we do good things, but we're not really making any advancement. And nobody hears anything about Azure. Nothing's happening over there. And so the problem is that no one's making any progress. We're not really growing as a nation. And so, I believe Gobi is on... Now, you tell me, isn't Gobi back with
Gobi's
Bear?
on this ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna say... Oh, by the way, Ben, check DMs. I'm gonna say we're gonna roll a Gobi check. So just roll a d20. Tell me what the number is.
Do I have to roll, like, animal handling?
You can roll animal handling if you want it to be less bad. But either way,
It's a 9.
you receive ascending while Marigold is mid-manifesto. Hey, so Gobi is in a cocoon. I wanted you to know that they're comfortable, and I made sure to light candles so they'd be... Runs out of words.
If they get bigger or become more, throw them overboard.
Nice. So over the course of this...
Fireball max level.
As you say this, roll a d100 for me. This is not a wild magic surge.
22.
Okay. All right, that is not a 15 or lower, so you turn back into yourself at one point. You're sort of just on the bed, but at this point, Marigold has gone to the kitchen. You can hear the sound of her making something.
He just spits out dirt.
Spit out dirt. You hear from the kitchen. Hey, Iris.
Yes?
Do you know if we have any eggs?
I thought so last I checked, but that was this morning.
Oh, okay. I might need them for what I'm making for Dragon Plant. All right, I'll be back.
What are you making?
Well, it's kind of compost, but it's also kind of soup.
B is like looking for any exit out of this like house.
There is a window. There is a window.
I'll
far?
keep an eye. I'll keep an eye on the dragon plant while you go.
Okay.
You go.
All right.
Make sure you check with mom and mama if we need anything else from the store.
Okay.
I'm gonna vault out the window.
You vault out the
Batman
window.
time.
Nice. You do this. And as you vault out the window, you actually see running outside, not seeing you, but like running down the street is Marigold, going to get whatever for your compost soup. You had a very productive first day.
I'd like to imagine that Iris is there as Bee's halfway out the window and just, come on, come on. It's the front door. That's why I said I was gonna.
Your sibling is going to cause the downfall of every monarchy in this nation.
I don't doubt
I don't
it.
know what plans they have. I don't. I'm going to drink until I forget this day.
That could just help me deter Marigold. It's not. It can't.
There is no
That's
deterring that. They are a wicked being. To be named
little
after a
kid.
flower is an irony.
They're just a little kid. She's. I don't
If
think
given
she'll
power,
actually...
they would use it horribly.
I don't think they'll actually do anything. Just don't set them on their villain arc. Don't let them know that you're
He
worse
like
this
grabs
time.
Iris's shoulders, like, listen to me. You cannot tell them about me existing. If they
I-
learn Orsa has a daughter, I'm fucking dead.
I know. I'm well aware. Okay, I have no intentions. Okay. Not from me. Not from me. I'm not putting up with that for the rest. I'm not putting up with that for the rest of my life. Okay? Because
He like looks over her shoulder to see if Marigold's coming.
just like, no, I know Mom and Mama needed something from the store. She's gonna be gone for a bit.
Mhm.
I need to be aware that that child is not secretly around the corner.
She it's not around what corner? We have a like second story view.
Any corner. I don't think I'm. Oh, I don't like that.
Are you okay?
Are you aware of like the many weapons your sibling has in their room, and the robes under their bed? I think this might be. You might need to do an intervention with like the police, and also, and whoever the hell can intimidate a child.
Oh my gosh.
Not me.
Like,
I
all I can-
I need to be gone.
Best I can do is Orsa. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Aso and
I'm changing
Marigold
my name
need to be
again.
He will not work. I can tell you right now. I don't need to roll anything about it. Orsa would not be successful. Anything. Any attempt at intimidating that child specifically.
Hopefully.
Iris isn't going for intimidation. Iris is, who can I put in a room with Marigold that Marigold isn't going to try to take the weapons from?
I have done war crimes. I have done horrible, genuinely disgusting things. That being, it scares me.
Just a little kid.
That is the devil.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be alright.
Where did you come from?
No, I was just around.
Were-
Boy.
Weird day. It's a weird day.
This just like vaguely motions at also is why I'm not introducing you to Marigold. I don't want to know what. I don't want to know what she'd observe you or something, and then she'd be sneaking
Oh,
around the
no,
place.
no,
and
no,
quite frankly,
No. Marigold's one of my top associates.
What?
Top of the line agent.
I'm out of here. I'm going to Rubeus. Fuck this place. Or whatever the hell the other continent is.
sir.
Yeah, that one.
On Rubeus, so you can't like go there because you're already there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then I'll leave Rubeus and then come back, and then I've gone to Rubeus and back.
That's true. That is how that would work.
Oh, as we sort of end this first day, I just want to say, so what I did was I asked one of you, Ben, to give me a percentage, and then the idea was that if Ari rolled a 15 or lower, then B, after transforming back, would have been able to permanently cast Grasping Vine once a day. But that didn't happen. So want to let you guys know what the funny little number was about, since I said it was in Wild Magic
I
Surge.
thought it was a chance that maybe B just stayed upon it planned.
That'd be
I
cool.
think that would have been funny.
Let it be known that Iris is ransacking Marigold's room.
If you go to Marigold's room, we're gonna have that moment. Like, you guys know the one TikTok sound? Hi, Mom. What are you doing with my stuff? Hi, Iris. What are you doing? What are you doing with my stuff? What are you doing with my stuff? And she's holding up an egg.
There's just
That
a
is
vaguely
an egg.
Batman-shaped hole in the window.
Iris?
Perfectly B-shaped cutout.
It's shaped like the letter B.
Hole in the wall and got shit on me.
The little plant that you
Mhm.
shared your manifesto to.
I told Dragon Plant you could call it a manifesto if you wanted to be overly simplistic. It's good to know that they were twice the fool I thought them to be.
Marigold, what is all this?
You were gone a long time, and I need stimulation. I need new skills. And I'm really good at skills.
What skills did you pick up? Who did you pick them up from?
Well, you know, I mean, the archers are always shooting, and I just thought, hey, it would be a lot of fun if I did some shooting. And then I just kind of kept shooting, and then it was good. And it's been a long time, and I'm the best now. I'm the best one.
Right.
What is?
Why are they in our house? Why are they in our house?
What do you mean? Why are they in their house? This is where I keep my stuff. Gotta put it somewhere. I got my bow, and I got my arrows. I got my, got my disguise.
Your disguise.
Yeah, my disguise. My look, my robes. I put them on, and you can't even see my face.
You ever stop to consider that maybe there's a reason you need a disguise?
Yeah.
Like, you're not supposed to be there?
Well, no, but the thing is that if I'm not there, then I can't. Listen, a warrior queen needs to have a well-sharpened mind and body. And realistically, this is the best time in my life to be working on my hand-eye coordination. I'm in my prime. Before I'm in my, 25-year-old prime. But I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that kind of time to wait. Listen, I am building the neural pathways. And then I'll build the muscle when it's healthier for me in a few years, So I'm working on that part. Do you know how unhealthy it is for a child my age to be, bodybuilding? I can't do that right now. That messes you up for life. It's like,
You know what? I've got too much going on to deal with this.
okay, great.
I see you on castle grounds training with the archers, I am telling Mom and Mama
Okay.
that you have been sneaking around.
You can't do that.
Why not?
Because then I'll tell them about what you've been talking about in your sleep.
Huh?
Hey, listen. I'm just saying. I don't know what a twitch is, but you gotta keep your door closed now.
Who twitches will not be a mystery much longer.
Okay. Oh, by the way, counterpoint. You can't get mad at me for training with the archers, because I don't train with them. I train by myself. I'm above them now.
So you've been... Have they seen you?
Of course. Well, I mean, in the robes, Yeah, but listen, they have, badgers and stuff there. They just think I'm a badger that gets really cold. So I keep covering myself in all these scarves. I didn't steal them, by the way. I needed to be known. I bought this with my allowance. This is legitimate. Starting with the right foot. Best foot forward. You need to go now. You need to go. I need my stuff. You need to leave. We're done talking. You made fun of my manifesto.
I'm keeping the bow and arrow in my room.
I'll carve a third one.
Yeah, and one night, just... You know what? Whatever keeps you busy and out of trouble. Go ahead, carve another bow and arrow. See if... And Iris just walks out.
Great. And she takes out her other bow from in the closet and begins to duplicate that. We're going to move on from day one, you guys.
I'm gonna say this because I typed in chat. B is on the other rooftop, like super debating if she wants to like destroy the entire house with her fireball necklace.
Oh my god.
It's like, horrible act of terrorism. Yes, expunging the evil. Yes,
For democracy.
For the month.
for the kingdom, for the great wood. No.
Cool.
Listen, I say we send Marigold against the Violet Mage, and we know who's coming out on top.
She'd win. She'd win.
She'd win.
It's not a
Counterpoint,
competition.
they fuse. Or Marigold's been the Violet Mage
Oh,
the whole time.
don't say
Oh,
that.
no.
Hey, Marigold can't
No.
be the Violet Mage because Marigold is younger than 15, and the Violet Mage was already, well,
And that's what you want me to believe, Big Jag Minecraft. I don't believe
Somebody's
in it.
burning
Minecraft.
down. Somebody meant in this vicinity, right, of that house, mentioned burning something to the ground, and it wasn't Marigold.
that's true.
I don't know who. Listen, I'm Lavender. That ain't Violet. You got color problems. You go see an optometrist.
Whatever.
Seemed like you know the whole words to Michael in the bathroom.
Anyway, guys, I was thinking that we could do our break, and then when we come back, you guys, to speed things up, I could let you guys make rolls for a few days. I will say,
You're just gonna let them hate crime me like
That is
No.
a demonic dig. That's like, that is truly a hate crime.
darling, sweetheart,
sit there and let them do that?
That's a
I need you
slur
to-
I don't know if Ari
I need
can
you to know that
repeat.
as someone who did in fact listen to Michael in the bathroom and sing it after coming back from a district competition when they were 15 for many hours into the early morning, that listen, there's a reason I like you. Don't leave. Don't leave. It's okay.
Every day I
Guys,
get more
cancel
and
your
more
Twitch
grateful that
Prime
I
subscriptions.
wasn't able to make it as a theater kid. Every day I'm glad I didn't go into their program.
No, don't get me wrong.
Remember the beginning before the session started when I said I had an insult that was really good that I wanted to use on somebody?
Is that what it was?
Well, I mean, it applies to like everybody but Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, I wanted you to know that out of the two people here that are like the big Hamilton people that I constantly hear either humming it or singing it, it's Draw and Ben. Okay. Ben's
Well, that's the only one I know.
That was Be More
so-
Chill. That's not Hamilton.
no, but I'm just saying
Okay,
that
yeah,
Ben's not
but
immune to
Hamilton,
musicals.
Be More Chill, Heathers, they're like the gateway drugs.
They're the gateway
No.
drugs.
Why do you think I have? Why do you
Something,
think I have
something,
the
I'll tell you about
entire
gateway drugs.
recording of Phantom of the Opera 25th anniversary memorized from start to finish?
Because
Okay,
you have
gateway
mental
drugs.
illnesses.
Cool.
Yeah, problems.
Well, obviously.
Hey,
But
I
it's 'cause
got a
it's-
personality test for you to take.
Cool.
That's funny.
So
Gives you a score of how much
Anyway, break?
personality you have.
yeah, we're gonna do our break real quick, because it's about 12:05, and I only have Draw for so long tonight. So yeah, we're gonna do our break. We'll be back
I
in
gotta
like...
go fly a plane tomorrow.
Mhm.
Yo,
Yo.
Yo.
please crash it.
Don't say that! Oh my god, do you want me to come to your house and be like, Benny! Benny, that's my wife! Benny!
She'll be fine.
I know she'll be fine. If the plane
A-
crashes,
a
it's
plane
because
crash
Draw knew
would
the
not
plane was
kill
evil. And
Exactly.
You know who else is evil and is going to crash into the ground?
Buddy, don't say that. Buddy, I love you. Please. Are you okay? Do you want me to come over?
Marigold.
Oh,
Huh?
Leave
never mind. Don't insult.
Marigold alone.
Don't insult.
She's just a little
Evil?
baby.
Listen, give me
Evil?
15 years. Give me 15 years. Not for her to crash into the
Anyway.
ground. For her to.
You are talking an awful lot of shit about somebody who
No,
would.
that's B. I'm not evil.
Okay, Beast. I guess technically thinking, but like talking a lot of shit about somebody who could very well take her in a fight.
That's true. Children are great at fighting. Speaking of fighting, I'm gonna stand up and go get a snack so we can come back from break in the next few. But I will. If anyone wants to stand up, please do. You're welcome.
What?
Why is
I
gay
wanna
Jesus
know.
crying?
Okay, so this is Gay Jesus. Well, okay. So, for those listening and who cannot see Gay Jesus in all of his glory, Gay Jesus is a Christmas gift that my brother bestowed upon me. It is a photo of Jesus Christ with rainbows in the background and glitter in his hair and beard that doesn't show up on camera as much, as well as eyeliner. Oh, the glitter's in his eyebrows as well as eyeliner and a little tear drop on his face. Now, that's a great question, Ari. If those familiar with religious art would know that this original image has a tear running down his face. This one is simply cartoonized and outlined and drawn on to be exaggerated. Gay Jesus has been watching over us. Normally, Gay Jesus is up in my dorm,
It's
but
giving.
I took him down from the wall and put him in my player's
Gay
handbook.
Jesus looks like a bottom. I don't know. I don't think they're looking up at any. I don't think they're looking down at anything.
Gay Jesus, I'm so
sorry.
sorry that Ari said that to you.
It's
I'm gonna-
giving
yeah,
anime
you
I'm
can-
George
insulting everybody
Washington.
today.
Yeah, you're throwing out a lot of insults. Half of them,
I have a lot
no,
of unearned
all of
confidence
them
today.
apply
Actually, no,
to
I have a lot of
you.
earned confidence today. I'm vibing.
I'm glad you're confident in yourself. You're usually fighting any nice thing anybody says about you, so I'm glad you're.
If you have to say
embracing the
anything
fact
nice
that
to
you're
me, I'm just
awesome.
fighting.
You need to
Why?
stand
I'm
up.
fighting. I'm
It's
combative.
true.
I'm crazy.
Guys,
I'm eating
Ari's
eggs
wonderful.
before they go cooked.
I'm crazier than you are by a lot.
I take my I don't have crazy straws. I have serious straws.
What's a
Guys,
serious straw?
YouTube.com
Is it just like a
/
normal straw?
ARY.
You think so? That's a normal straw. I have a
think is the
serious
correct
straw.
combination of letters and numbers.
I
If you want to
intentionally put
see
straws in turtles'
the
noses.
most wonderful content put out, Ari Arson has a really good YouTube channel, and he'll never admit it, but puts out wonderful content.
Honestly, banger content. My favorite piece of content is the Mario Kart video
Bro,
that I was in. That went.
you're in a lot. You were in the most recent video I put out, Ben.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was it's Arabin and Jaw talking. And it ends
Oh,
on a cliffhanger.
yippee!
Yippee.
You hear that?
You'll also be in one of the
Cliffhanger.
next videos I put out, which is of the golf that we did.
Oh yeah. Oh, golf. I'm so
Yeah.
down.
And
We gotta play
guys,
Mario Kart again.
if you're
We
looking
should.
for a little more They Be Benny, right? They Be Benny also has a YouTube channel. What's the link?
Goodness.
I think
It's youtube.com/theybebenny.
YouTube. Yeah.
I'm branded.
Yes.
Pretty easy to find.
Yes. Benny also puts out wonderful content. They just uploaded the Halloween episode of Ineffable.
That is
We all
true.
clowned on them for it.
Listen, I've been meaning to edit, and then every time, like genuinely, I've had a streak of being like, yeah, I've got motivation to edit. Finally, this week I'm gonna start getting back into. I'm gonna get to the backlog, and then I have a shit week. I have a tough week
Aw.
with a lot. Like, yeah, last week I literally Monday I was talking to my therapist. I'm like, yeah, I wanna make a commitment. This week I'm gonna get to some serious editing. I'm gonna get some work done. Then I had a lot of stress dumped on me real quick. So
Aw.
also I've got my little whatchamacallit, my stance that I don't owe my YouTube channel anything, so fuck y'all. I could disappear from the internet and I owe you nothing. And if my life is tough and I can't get to editing now, womp womp. Well, yeah, I would stay on Ineffable. I have made a commitment to you guys. YouTube, however, you don't need to see my perspective. I do this because I like to.
belt, guys.
How
That's
is
why
Benny
there's.
gonna yell at me if Benny the person leaves?
It would never pass an opportunity to yell at you.
Thank you. I feel appreciated.
I've got
Benny,
other.
that's
IRL word ban and
exact-
just ban the word jag.
No,
That
what
would
the
only
hell?
affect us. We need
I'm
to
gonna
get something
ban the
that only
word
affects
gay
us.
and then see how long it takes for the world to collapse.
I would
In
be
this
shot
call,
down
with
so
this group
soon.
of people, that's a hate crime.
Yes.
Hate
It's
crime.
not a hate crime if I enjoy doing it.
No, it's a hate crime against me specifically. I'm going to make a
crime.
call out post on
Me too.
twitter.com about you being lesbophobic against me
I will
specifically.
post my feet pics underneath that
I
to ruin your credibility.
That's beautiful work. That's
Thank
no,
you.
I was going to say I will back you up, but I can't be associated with that. I don't want to see
Guys,
it.
you heard it. Guys, you heard it here first. The easiest way to get
Here's
Ari to
how Ari
post
has been
free-
targetedly harassing me for up to a year now, and then underneath it, size
Here's-
18 men's shoes, bare feet, bare
you wear
grippers.
size 18 shoes. You're
Size
walking
18,
around in
yeah.
clown
US.
shoes.
I genuinely.
Don't believe you.
I'm not back yet, but I am grabbing my cocoa because we have a whole 2 minutes. I'll be back. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
So we got to
Talk
do.
about the benefits of pumping crack into white communities, guys.
Please. That would just become more parties.
Reparations.
Is that not the plot
Mm.
line of one of the endings in Class of 09?
Is it?
I have not played that game or watched that movie or seen that show.
It's a game.
Dude,
Do you remember
God.
Liz was playing it with like it's? Oh God, it's.
Draw. Do you want to know
It's-
something?
Oh,
about
I
Making game.
glanced at that and listened to you guys talk about it, and that was a
See? I
Draw.
we watched a couple.
Yes,
of endings.
Ari Arson.
So the person that plays Jekka, they also voice a very similar character in the Persona 3 remake, and I heard them and I was like, what the fuck? Why is she here? And it really took me out of the experience for a bit because I was expecting her to say something abhorrent at any given moment. Because it's like a similar bully character. And I was fucking waiting, man, and it never came, and that made me very sad.
Aw.
But I want to see edits of that character from Persona 3, which is the shit that Jekka says, and it's horrible.
God.
Every once in a while, I get this false sense of security, and then bam, fucking oh God, what is his name? Darren Chris in a media I'm enjoying. Leave me alone, Blaine. Go back to Kurt. Leave me alone. I moved on.
You know what? When I was
Anyone else
like,
personally traumatized by the Katy Perry reprise where he starts crying? There's a support group for us.
when I was watching Liz play it, I was like, I know Michaela Laws is involved in this in some way, shape, or form. I know deep in my bones that motherfucker's in this project. She's a
You know
background
what's
voice
weird?
actor.
She isn't.
She
Oh, wait,
isn't?
yeah, she's in the background, but she's not the mom. I thought she was the mom.
Yeah. But I knew she was there. Could I tell you which of the background characters she was? No. I knew she
You
was
could
there. I
feel
knew
her.
in my bones.
I really enjoy the TikTok audio where it's the actually it was like I was covered in baby oil. And it's like, wow, yes, racism wins.
Wins.
Can
You
you
have
see the
pictures?
photos?
I
There
think
is so many people, so many trios that could apply to.
Name
think
them.
one of my favorites
Um,
is the I'm going to slit your throat and watch the honor roll out. Is that a threat? No, I'm flirting. Flash me a
No.
titty, bitch.
Shit, I've
Draw.
heard
What's
you
the
two say.
non-gay version of Galaxy Gals? What's the? It's instead of Doom Draw, Doom Jag, and Solar. What's Draw Jag Benny? I recently said garden gossipers.
Ooh,
I miss them. God, I miss
I
them.
miss them.
I was just lore was just a shit talk or just like catching up, talking like gay shit and drama.
Fellas, the scene that Jeg and I are going to put out of Draw and Jeg reuniting after everything.
I can't wait to see it July 18th when we finally get back into Ineffable.
By the way, for those
No.
of you who are a fan of Ineffable, please be ready tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST as we
So
release
do you
the
mean
new
today
stream.
at 2 p.m. EST?
Today at 2 p.m. EST when we release a
Tuesday.
very special video. I just want to let you guys know that there's going to be a stream at 2 p.m. EST today, which is
Someone
Tuesday.
alert Nora.
So, Nora, if you're watching right now, I need you to know you need to be ready at 2 p.m. because that's when stream starts.
I don't think Nora tunes into the D&D streams.
I don't know where I'll be at 2 p.m. tomorrow. I think Jag did this on purpose.
I
You're gonna
did
be
do
busy.
this on
2
purpose.
p.m. What's 2 p.m. my time? 11? Yeah, class.
So
Can't miss
anyway,
this class.
guys at
Attendance is mandatory.
anyway, guys
Guys.
at 4 p.m. EST tomorrow.
But I
Wait,
no, I might not be at
well,
work.
I definitely should not have been a part of this stream because I have not been talked to about it. So,
Hey, just so you know, Ben, you know what I'm streaming, and it's something that we worked on earlier this week. Hint, hint. So you're good.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. No one here needs to be there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
The moving the time was a bit. It was a gay joke that
I
Jeg
think I
would
might still
move
be
the
busy at
time
4.
so that Draw
Depends on
could
how
be
long.
around. God, I'm
Some
shit.
point tomorrow. Some point tomorrow, we're premiering the thing on Twitch. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. Yeah. Hey. So speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, I like that.
Yeah, roleplay.
Speaking of roleplay, you guys all get a
Oh, I
break.
gotta get back on my chair.
I was gonna say, you guys take a little sippy sip of water. Anyone go to the bathroom? I don't think you guys ever do that. Oh,
You don't need to know when and when I don't piss.
I mean, you're right. Ari was threatening to post feet pics.
anyway, guys, as we return, it's the next
You want to
day.
give some context behind that? Because
No,
it was really amazing.
I don't think we need context. I think I need to start with Orsa, but
So
I
I'm gonna
mean,
give context. Draw threatened to do a call out post on me, and I said I will reply with my feet pics to ruin your credibility.
Forgot that was said.
Orsa, we can either do a scene
Yeah.
of you doing something specific, or we can just have you roll for your archery for the day. Now adding half proficiency. It's up to you. We're going day by day, and I will sprinkle in events that take place every now and again.
I think how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna go every other day. So last day was training. This day, I want the scene to be focused about. I want to talk to Cohen and my wife.
Okay, you want to talk to Cohen and your wife,
Leanna.
Leanna, not other people who are your. We're talking about Orsa's wife. Yes, of course.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You are able to organize a meeting. Would you like it to be in like a traditional, hey, we're in a room, or do you want to be in the garden? Where would this be?
Somewhere private.
Yeah, absolutely. Private, like your bedroom, or private, like a private room.
See, I know my bedroom to be one of the safest places in the castle. However, there's a few too many rumors about me and people who are not Leanna Lyjust for me to privately bring my great friend and associate Cohen into my bedroom for a period of time. So I think I'll go with the private room.
Okay, sure. You summon them both, and they are ready to see you. Of course, absolutely. My love, what do you need?
Got a few things on the brain. I Sorry, Jack, real quick, jog my memory.
Mhm.
Recently, Orsa had a conversation with someone about where they suggested that he could be the positive change, and if he went public with about his family situation, it wouldn't be as bad as he thought. Was that his mom or
It-
Montecao?
It was his mom.
Okay, cool. I've been contemplating. I had a conversation with a woman in the forest, and just sort of talked about the whole ear situation. And she seemed pretty confident that I would be happily accepted if I wasn't so private. The longer I go and the more people I tell, the less I want to be a man with secrets. But I don't know.
They both look to each other before looking to you. Your wife outstretches a hand and she wraps it around your knuckles, sort of just massaging them with her thumb. Orsa, you have done so much for these people. You have never ceased to be a good man. Your secrets, whether they stay that or otherwise, are entirely your own. You don't owe anyone anything, and you deserve to be as true to yourself as you can be. Cohen then reaches for your other hand, pausing. As far as I'm concerned, in regards to what people could do or would do if they did know, you have an excellent reputation. And on top of that, as far as I'm concerned, you have allies in the king, in one of the strongest warlords of this nation, all of us. On top of that, the only other person in high nobility that I would otherwise consider to be a rival for you, someone to worry about, is someone that we would all like to see very dead by the end of the week. You don't have anyone to be afraid of. Not while we're around.
But I might. In in the eyes of the law, I am not my father's son, I am my father's bastard. What does that make of my position as lord?
Whatever you decide the law to be. Orsa, the people of Rubeus have not proven to be as respectful of us, of our practices, as they could be. Outside of the Great Wood, if it made a difference to anyone, I'm sure they would have already made it be known in regards to several other things about us, about you. As for within the Great Wood, there is no one that is better suited to protect this place than Orsa Lyjust. There is no one stupid enough to take the throne away from you. Bastard or not, you are the best pick. You are the only pick. Your people will follow you, no matter who you are.
I think I need to talk with someone. I plan to open the door a bit, but I'm still nervous about the public.
Then we will do what you need us to. If you want me to prepare a statement for the people, it can be done. I don't know.
I will think about it. We will need to announce our sudden stepping into parental life soon. And I also think I need to make a statement addressing rumors that I do not appreciate being spread. So I will figure out if that will be part of the statement made. As for now, I should talk to the spy master.
All right. Good luck, my love. Okay. I guess my question is, do we want this to bleed into Aso's scene? Or what are you thinking, Ben? What are you thinking, Benny?
Well, I imagine that during at the point of this meeting, this is like that also and Saris were doing their thing for Saris to get. Oh, can also be getting mobile for this since they're training out in the forest.
Mobile since they're training in the forest?
Yeah, or what's the one for difficult terrain?
I was going to say, let me check, absolutely. I mean, that might be mobile for sure. I feel like, speed increases by 10, use the dash. Difficult terrain, when you use the dash action, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement on that turn. That's very good. Sure, absolutely. Feel free to roll your stealth check for Saris. Or if you prefer to, we can switch to something like acrobatics.
We can do acrobatics as well.
Sure. Let's do acrobatics.
Oof, that's a 31.
Excellent.
Which is a natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. I'm going to say for a nat 20, I'll finish up the alert for Saris. And I will say that gives you a significant amount of the way through on training for mobile. Considering the fact you were already training yesterday, I'm going to say just because the focus is now less on Saris and more on priming yourself as well. That's why I'm not giving it to you right here, right now. But with a nat 20, I need you to know anything you do from here is going to be enough.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. As this is taking place, I think at one point, Orsa, if it sounds right to you, Benny, approaches also during these training hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
When you have a minute, we need to chat. I trust Saris as far as you trust, so that she can come as well.
All right. Well, let's go now. This isn't like a formal meeting, anything. I need to like take a shower or something, like do a wash, something like that.
Just prepare your brain, I guess. I've got some questions.
Okay. I'm following. Lead the way.
Yeah. We're out in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Am I familiar enough with the forest that I could find a spot that's secluded in a very secure way?
Okay. You want to find a spot that's very secluded and secure.
Would I have had a spot that like I go to before entering creature mode
You can.
as per my
Hey, do you want a secret tree fort? Do you want a secret place?
please? Oh my god, please.
Cool. I'm imagining this is like a tree that's been hollowed out. I think maybe when your father was a bit younger, he made this place for you, but it's very much become. And listen, I know that we've been giving B this aesthetic with like some of her stuff. Let's just say that if B is your Nightwing, this is your Batcave. Okay.
I we haven't like gotten to address his morning hunts and what he does during that time because the only time he's ever gotten to do it was first session, and then immediately it's been like, well, no time.
That's true. Would you like to
All
describe
right,
this place for also, or would you like to just get straight to it?
for sure. There is like there's a bunch of the expected stuff. There, it's nice street food. It's a bit rickety, looks makeshift. But there's like random spare tools and weapons. There is some old armor. There's a bunch of like scratches on one of the walls that looks kind of like a height chart showing Orsa as he grew. Um, and as well, there is a bunch of paintings, if you can call them that. Um, they're very finger painting core. They seem to be made with like similar like crushed flowers and rocks and water, um, just thrown up around. Um, yeah, this is like there's the parts of the room you can tell have been there forever since he was little, and then there's the parts of the room where it looks like you know tools that a grown guy would use.
Mm.
I think there's also a little spot with like a shell of like mud, kind of. It's probably dry by now, but it's packed dirt with a little bit of a water storage nearby it. Um, yeah. He climbs in and is like doing the sort of like quick pickup things before person right behind you enters. So, oh my, it is. I haven't been here in weeks.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. Listen, I get it.
Um, you're gonna take a little crisscross applesauce seat down. Um, are you familiar with laws on um like the claims to your birthright and claims to positions of power and what is required of that?
Yeah, I do. I kind of have to be in my position, but the sort of whole stick with that is kind of eh, it's always been a bit yeah to me because I think it's weird to prioritize some, let's say, the right person for the job, um to prioritize blood over the right person for the job. It's just not efficient.
Does the law is the law critical to having both parents of nobility, or your blood to count.
Can I roll a history check for that?
Please do, absolutely.
Awesome. 17.
Now, nobility is recognized as above to some degree. Ideally, people in power marry people in power. However, with the 17, I will say it is common for there to be times where, in order to make sure that that a bloodline doesn't become too muddy, that on occasion, this is broken. Now, that isn't to say that it's not important for a marriage ceremony to still take place between these parties, but both parties being of nobility isn't necessarily the important part. There have been situations in history where skilled artisans have been married to a lord or lady because that in itself shows great skill, great intellect and talent. I will say I can't give you too much more than that, but as one last thing, on the subject of being a bastard, there have been times in history where children of someone with a concubine, for example, have, in one way or another, been in line for the throne. Simply because if a king or queen, a lord or lady, finds that their heirs have died off and that their spouse is no more, at that point, there aren't any more options, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that's all. That's all. Which is a lot with the 17, but it's not everything I could have given you. So, we're good.
Yeah. Then I'll say, so with most of it, it's not, the importance usually isn't that both are of nobility, both people are of nobility. I mean, there's been a bunch of times where people who have sort of come up from, you know, either nothing, or they were a skilled artisan that married into, but usually the importance is stressed upon the marriage. Um, but even in the case of those who didn't, who weren't the spawn of a married couple, uh, as I mean, as long as there's no other option, they're kind of the shoe in. Unless, of course, they were replaced by force or something like that. But that doesn't really happen anymore. That's a while ago.
Hey, Jag.
Yeah,
Is there another option? Do I have like a living uncle or something?
I'm so glad you asked. Do me a favor. You can roll history. However, if you would like to instead treat it as a wisdom check, you may. I'm just going to say that
That would be delightful.
just because on paper, like immediate family, it's always been the core group. So this is something you would have to, think about. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's a 10.
With a 10, you were aware that at one point there were others in positions for. There is a sort of chain. For example, this is me bringing. Say that there were a country with a political cabinet, and the ruler were to pass. There's a line of succession outside of, blood. Say that there were a vice president. Below them would come various members of their personal council. So, for example, say that you were to die, and unfortunately your wife were to pass. After that, it would go down to the council. Although I will say, in this situation, your wife is one thing, but say that you're concerned about losing your status. A decent amount of her ability to take the throne is reliant on you, your connection to it. So, if your reputation were to tank, it might be called for someone after your wife to take it instead. Not to say that she doesn't have power, just that it's different. It's different.
For sure. Yeah, okay. So, Orsa is going to sit with it for a minute, and then, sort you have like barely seen him nervous. You've seen him agitated, but like genuine nerves is sort of new. I think the only time he's had something similar is like his father coming into the meeting.
Mhm.
He gets a little antsy. He goes, okay, weird line of questioning. My father is
Mhm.
my father. The past lady of the Great Wood was not my birth mother.
Hmm.
My birth mother is an Arsonist woman who lives in somewhere in the wood and chose not to be a factor in my life.
Well, that's certainly interesting. I mean, I don't know how I would legally. I don't know how to work out for you legally, but
Mm-hmm.
um, it's more based on reputation, which you've got a pretty good one going. Um,
Mm.
let's see. Uh, there are some. Personally, I think you should be good, but mm,
I am still settling on course of action because I've been contemplating being public about it. It
mm,
is probably best I let them know before I get to like 130 years old and they start asking like, "Hey, is this guy kind of maturing slower than a human?"
I would
Um,
say that it's a smarter idea to say it yourself. The truth is a valuable weapon. Um, but either way, you have my support. I don't care. Uh, you know, I'm not exactly, you know, of noble blood either. I kind of just got appointed to the position because best guy for the job.
yeah, and yeah, that system works.
Hmm.
Clearly. Um, as for now, please treat this information as intel.
Top secret. Yep.
Thank you.
Lovely. If that's where we want to stop this scene, I think that's lovely. Do you guys need anything else?
I don't.
I'm good.
Cool. We're gonna go on to Iris next. Uh, draw. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Sorry, my nose couldn't decide if I was gonna sneeze or not.
Okay.
Answer was no. I think breakfast fits
Lo-
after the conversation with Miracle.
Lovely. It's the next morning, and you folks are having breakfast. Um, have you told Orsa about anything or no?
What do you mean?
Like the bow and arrow and everything, or like the fact that, this kid has been using the archery range? Or are you keeping quiet on that?
Not Iris is going to, but let's get through breakfast first.
Absolutely, absolutely. Then at this point, Marigold has not narked on you about Twitch, because you haven't narked on her. But she is looking at you, looking around the table. Your brother is just sort of squinting, because Marigold is doing the thing where she clearly wants to talk about something. And he sort of looks back at you and signs, "Should I move?"
No, you're fine. So something good came out of my trip to the capital.
Your mom and mama, who I imagine made flapjacks that morning and are in the middle of cutting each other's, as is ceremony in the house, stop what they're doing and sort of pass them. Mama looks to you. "Oh, okay. Sure, we'd love to hear about it. We've been trying not to pry, but go ahead."
Yeah, it's one thing I'm willing to share. Apparently even subconsciously, and she stares over at Marigold.
Marigold does not blink, simply nods.
Just I may have met someone.
Your mom, her eyes go wide. Met someone? Met someone? Met
Mhm.
someone?
Met someone, met someone.
They look to each other, and your mama speaks up. "Okay, so, I mean, what's their name? You know, we'd like to hear anything."
Her name's Twitch. She's from Azure, and she's really good with making things and magic, particularly at the same time.
They both stare and nod. Your brother looks surprised. Marigold is watching. You see she has her little fingers up and is mouthing 3, 2, 1. "Well, that's very interesting," says Mama, and then your mom looks and nods. That's nice, Iris. That's nice. And she starts to chew for a moment. Mama sort of leans over. "You said her name is Twitch?"
That is how she introduced herself.
Mom swallows. I wasn't aware that our borders with Azure were open."
Was Iris there for the conversation of Twitch coming over? I genuinely am blanking. I had
Yep.
vacation. And
You're so good. All good. Basically, so TLDR, you met Twitch, because Twitch was one of the prisoners on the ship that you found a hero on.
Right.
So, like, Twitch was obviously abducted from Azure, by these pirates. As far as people are concerned, people don't really come over from Azure. They haven't for years and years and years because of the, anyone who crosses the ravine, I mean, the Great Divide, as it's known, usually get shot.
Mm.
So the idea that you have introduced yourself as, "So I met this person, named Twitch, who's from Azure," is like, it's a little surprising.
Right, right.
Uh, your mama looks over. We'd love to meet her. Can we meet her?"
Iris like opens her mouth about to say something and goes, "Oh, I'm about to sound and I already sound insane. This is about to make this worse." She's not here yet.
Your mom?
She's
Mhm. Okay, yeah.
when when we left the capital, we had to make a few decisions about who was getting here when, and Twitch is not among the last, but she wasn't with our initial group.
So you left your new girlfriend behind?
There were only so many people who could come along with us originally, and we chose political leaders and people involved politically. And Twitch is working on. And you can see Iris is like thinking to herself. You can see her just like this. None of this sounds good. And it's just like she's
Shit.
working on a flying ship.
A flying ship.
She's working on a fast ship is something you could say. That's probably better. A
But,
better idea.
Would have been better. Would have been better.
but you're locked in. Yeah. Yeah.
Iris is too busy cringing at herself at. Listen, Iris thinks on the same speed and track as I do, okay? And
Of course. Hey. Be nice to my partner. Anyway. It's on that note that Marigold stands up a little bit, steps over, sort of pats your shoulder. I, for one, am very proud of Iris. Takes a lot of bravery to share these things. Like that, I mean, if it were me and I had someone that I was romantically involved with and we had political differences, and I brought that to the. I know I, for one.
It's not.
You made a political decision to leave someone from a rival nation behind. I understand. And
Decision.
and it sounds like it's gonna go okay, and I really hope that you can get that figured out when she comes here. Excuse me, I have to go do some stuff. So I'm gonna go do some stuff, and I can't wait for you guys to get this figured out a little bit. Real excited. Yep, should be good. It's at that point that she starts heading toward the door. Your mothers look at each other and then look at you. Mom speaks up. I'm sorry, no, I really am. I'm excited to meet this Twitch person. I'm sure that you get along great, and we're very happy for you, Iris.
Thank you. I'm. It's been rough. There's been a lot going on. None of that flowed the way I wanted it to. She no longer has blackmail on me, if you can tell.
You know, that would. Sorry. And they're gonna whisper to each other for a moment. Good to know, good to know. You still sleep talk just like when you were a baby. That would explain why she wanted your door reinforced.
Yeah, I didn't know I did that.
It's never been a big deal. It was very
Have I-
endearing.
Have I ever done anything else in my sleep with you guys?
Well, I remember one night when you were little, you came into the room because you had a nightmare, and so we put you between us, and then, and Mama points to Mom, and Mom continues, and then I woke up with flowers in my hair. That was interesting. I just thought you slept walk to the garden.
Yeah, I have a tendency to do interesting things with plants when I'm asleep. It turns out.
Well, whatever you're doing with any plant or any person, we want you to know that we love you and we support it.
Thank you. I have to go. I'm sorry. But it's not important. It's tattling on Marigold.
Oh, okay. Good luck. You leave the room. Your brother looks to your mother's and signs. Goes the letters one by one for Twitch. And then plant? Question mark? Anyway, and your mom stands up to start cleaning. All right. On that note, we're going to go to B, and then I'll do my fun little event thing for the day.
Horrible information has just been revealed to me.
Do you want to share with the class?
No, I'll let them find out.
What?
The class would like to be shared with.
Yeah, the class would love
The
to
class
know.
is intrigued.
So, B's practicing her flying.
Oh no.
How does that go?
Make another acrobatics check for me. We'll find out.
I'll acrobatic, all right. I'm
She
15.
Yes, 15. She acro on my bat till I ick. Of course, of course.
Oh, I'm making all right until I acrobat.
15 is going to be successful. It's a little bit better than yesterday. I'm going to say that as you are practicing your flying, you've managed to figure out how to... Well, it's not so much that you're lighter, but I think you've developed a technique to put a little bit more focus in and a little less strain on your wings. Enough so...
Trying to build up them good wing muscles. He hasn't had years to develop them, like fucking Asimar.
Right. That's right. You're doing a lot better. You receive a ping from Agram.
Yo.
Hey, I didn't know that being gay made you really fast and, like, smarter somehow. I don't know what's up. It's getting really hectic here.
How is Bear and Gobi?
Bear sits on Gobi like a bird. Seriously, though, Twitch was up all night, and now the other ships are moving faster alongside us. Yeah.
Gay.
For those of you who don't catch their drift, so I rolled a tech check for Twitch to sort of see how everything was going. because I established that we'd need, you know, basically a day per part, because there were 3 big parts. Got a nat 20. Yeah. So,
See it.
what was that? Love to see it?
We love to see it.
So TLDR, your ship may be prepared a bit sooner than anticipated, although Agram did not report to be about the wings. So it sounds like this is strictly engines we're talking about. On the bright side, engines, plural. Very nice. All right. Is there anything else B wants to do on that turn?
Go check up on Granddad.
Cool. You show up to Granddad's room. And you find the hallway is cleaner than last time. It doesn't look like anyone's hastily put anything up outside since the last time. There aren't new paintings. No signs of paper or things dripping on the carpet. If you open the door, or if you knock, the door will sort of creak open. Granddad is sitting on the bed with a box in his hand. He looks toward you suddenly and just sort of sits on it. Oh, granddaughter, hello. Yes.
Please
Well,
don't tell me you're laying an egg too.
no. What? I don't do that.
Don't worry about it.
I-
Gobi things.
Gobi things. Oh, Gobi.
Any chance your future predictions can tell me about that?
Yes, let me see. Oh. Are you... How emotional are you? Because I do not want to hurt you.
Fairly emotional, but do tell me.
I don't think your Gobi can reproduce.
Thank God.
Oh
my.
I look into the future and I see many attempts, but none are successful.
Oh, this is the best day of my life.
Many attempts.
Don't tell Orsa that.
Many.
Oh. Oh. I don't like that.
You do know how the head crabs reproduce, yes? It helps to eat the brain first.
Well, it doesn't have teeth anymore.
You think the teeth are all that it takes?
God damn it.
It's okay. They do not grow the tongue until the second stage.
I don't want an old yeller Gobi. That book was mean.
I remember Old Yeller. Yes, I do.
Was he young yeller back in your day? Just yeller.
Yes, well, let's say that I am. Yes. Anyway, sorry. It's okay. No, it's listen. I'm going to give you some advice from when I was young, okay? Here's what you do. Go to Gobi. You get Gobi to extend the tongue when there is a tongue. And you're just going to burn it off.
Okay.
What is okay, though? It is okay. Because you need to do, what you do is you apply a numbing agent.
You don't happen to have one in that box, do you?
Looks for the...
What is in that box?
You do not need to trouble yourself with the problems of an old man. It is okay. It is okay. It is fine.
I will give you a cute nickname if you tell me what's in that box. Don't you want to be Baba?
Eyes light up. And he pats the side of the bed for you to sit down.
B sits down.
be when I was young, I took up a lover. And that lover and I were very close. And a lot of fun. Made me enjoy my youth. Maybe more than I should have. After a certain point, we parted ways. And while I, in some part, moved on, the heart does not always forget. I have often hoped that I would not live quite so long. Not when others were more deserving. And there have been times that I've thought that perhaps I would expire, that Orsa would be here to continue without me, and he would be fine. But I do not feel that it is my time. And if it is not my time, then there are very few excuses to not fulfill responsibilities. I need to do one thing right with the rest of my life. I need to do something right by my son.
Do you want some help?
Yes. If you would please. I cannot walk through the woods. I should not. But if you could do me a favor and find a tree with little red stones surrounding the base, would you leave a letter for me?
Of course.
Sends the scroll to you, but does not open the box, or has not opened it yet, anyway. And we can say that you can do that today, considering you were already practicing flying.
Yeah. I'm assuming that, like, he drew a map for B to get there.
Yep. Is that the end of your conversation with Baba? Or...
I mean, he got more he want to talk about?
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I stopped painting. I've been working on something. Would you like to see?
What you've been working on? Yeah, of course.
He opens the box, and I DM Ari, because, sorry, stream.
Orsa's baby pictures. Whoa.
I got an Orsa baby photo. Hold
Oh.
on.
I would appreciate it if you kept this between us.
Yeah. I have no intentions of spilling your secret.
Thank you. Now you should be off. I have much to do, I'm afraid. I'm a very busy man now, which is strange to say for the first time in my life. Please take care, granddaughter.
before I go, I just want to tell you something.
Yes.
I will always have allegiance to Orsa. Whether the Greywood falls or this country falls, my loyalty is with him.
And then we have more in common than anyone thought.
I guess so. All right, time to go deliver this scroll.
Okay, thank you. He waves before going back, tweaking what he's working on in the box. All right.
B's gonna immediately start rushing it out of the castle at top speed.
Lovely.
Booking it.
Booking it.
I
You
will
make
take
it.
all the dash actions if I need to.
Lovely. You deliver this, absolutely. Drop it at the base of the tree. Do you want to end the scene with that? Or do you have anything else in your brain?
He's gonna like look around. If she's being followed at all.
Yeah.
Watched.
Feel free to make a perception check.
That. It's a natural 20.
There's an 8 feet tall bear behind you.
Fucking. Hi.
Hello.
I'm here to deliver a scroll from Baba.
I do not know a Baba. I know an
I
author
really
that
should
delivers
ask.
my mail, and you are not that author.
Man, I really should have asked his real name. Why do they never get his real name? He's just Orsa's dad, and then he's my grandpa now. What the fuck?
Hey, Benny, as Orsa, do you think that Orsa would have made an attempt to help B learn the name?
That's a great question. Does he talk about his dad enough? Like, the thing is, he would never refer to his dad as Tyrion. Or as Tyrion. So, I don't know if she's heard it from him, but Cohen probably. Cohen's like a fancy guy. Although,
I think it'd just be really funny if like everyone's like, "Oh yeah, your new grandfather" or Orsa's dad, and just never said the real name.
never knew.
Everyone's like, "Fuck! Oh god, I only know him as Baba. Fuck."
Yeah, I think she's only ever heard Orsa call him Isi, which is not helpful. That's Finnish for dad.
Oh man, I really should have been paying attention. I feel like Cohen told me at least once. He's just so boring.
I have to be honest.
Huh?
I would like you to leave.
I'm so, okay, I feel like I have something I gotta tell you, but I don't know. My name's B, or shit, Sylvie. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Sylvie.
There? Sylvie Lyjust?
Yes. I do not just call you girl. Why would you call me bear?
I don't. That's
Lyjust.
fair. My apologies.
Lyjust.
What?
Sylvie Lyjust.
Yeah.
Come inside.
Inside what?
Come inside, and you see she's going to go. You see her pick up one of the red rocks. She picks it up. She knocks it on the side of the tree, and a little door opens up.
Oh, magic trees.
It is not magic.
Orsa was right. God damn it.
Yes. Come. You will eat. You're going to
Okay.
eat. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that night, you get a fish dinner.
Bears are feeding me.
Now, young Sylvie. You must tell no one of this meeting.
Even Baba?
Oh. You must swear secrecy to Gam Gam.
Can I roll intelligence to see if she pieces it together?
Yeah, do it.
It's just like,
What would you have to roll to not piece that together?
She didn't pick up the dad.
two.
Your
You
grandpa's
were
name.
raised
She's not picking up
by
this shit.
your grandma.
It's a 9.
So with a 9, you've been adopted by a bear. All of a sudden, why does this keep happening? This is weird.
Like, I need a new name. Did she at least piece together like, this is half bear?
Yeah.
Dad not bear. This
Hey.
bear.
I'm gonna say with a 9, you know what? Considering everything else I gave you today, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, you can have it. You can have the epiphany.
Oh, okay. It is an honor to meet you. Gam Gam, yeah, sure. This never happened.
Yes, that is correct. I have a simple request for you.
Yeah.
I need you to eat as much as your heart's content.
Any chance I could talk to you about something?
Okay, but I am trying to focus on reading the letter you delivered, so I apologize if Yes?
I mean, fair. It's just a bit of like an emergency. It's gonna happen in a few days, and like, kinda would like to tell you.
I know that something is coming for the Great Wood.
A very arson happy, arson happy wizard.
Yes. Preparations have been made.
Dude, we could relocate you if you want to get out of here. I mean, if it's just you, then like, we. I mean, this tree would be hard to move, but like we could pick up the tree. I don't think I could.
Sylvie, I appreciate your bravery. I will not leave my son a second time. That is beside the point, of course.
You wouldn't know. That's hidden very close to home for me right now. I understand.
Okay, that's good. Now, anyway, no, I am needed here. Listen, you have your people. I have allies of my own. I will be safe. Hey,
Okay.
Sylvie, please pass. Please open the little. And she's gonna gesture. Behind you, there's like a little table that you can reach over to with like a little box on it.
Yeah, she'll reach over.
Okay. If you were to pass it, Gam Gam opens it up. This is like, instead of like reading glasses, it's just like a massive glass just circle. It's just holding it up and using it as a magnifying glass.
Reading glass.
Reading glass.
Reading glass, singular.
She stares at the letter. Pauses. And sets down the reading glass. Would you
I
please?
can deliver a letter.
She nods. And while you finish or don't finish your fish, she...
Oh, she's finishing the fish.
All right. She writes a letter, prepares it, and passes it to you. Are you
Okay.
comfortable walking home on your own in the dark?
I can fly home.
You can fly.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Very nice.
Weird tiefling nonsense, probably.
Oh, yes. If anyone would have figured out how to fly, it would be someone in our lineage. This is good.
I mean, I hope Orsa can't fly. That would not be a pretty sight.
She pauses for a moment.
Benny, can you please say that out loud?
Hey, Benny?
Sure. Hi stream. I typed in the Discord, Orsa's mom trying to figure out who Orsa fucked to make B.
Literally! Literally! In
Like,
her
you
mind.
can
There,
fly?
bro. This is like bat.
Like, where's the ears and the hair?
Why are you purple?
You purple. We're gonna... Because we've gotten through 2 of our days so far. And, you know, it is getting a bit late. I'm gonna say we're gonna get to the next day, and then we might speed things up a tiny, teeny bit. Just because I know that Draw has to get off soon.
Fair. I'll say B just delivers a note, like passes it under the door. Blah blah blah.
Very good.
Baba.
Baba. Next day, all of you awake to a ping for ascending. Ascending from Cohen. Everyone, luck is on our side. Our timeline has been adjusted. Boats have been spotted approaching the Great Wood.
All 3?
You're going to receive clarification. There are multiple moving shapes, too far out to be sure. Meet me at Forest's Edge, which, for those of you who have forgotten, is the name of Orsa's fortress.
I think he kind of half joking to himself was like, well, like, already here.
You say that and you hear behind a door a little knock. That might be true, but outside, ideally.
Why wouldn't you just tell me if you were right there?
I was busy.
Doesn't magic cost something?
I kind of... That was the main thing I've been using charges for, and they're here now, so... Come on.
You made sure there are ships, right?
That is why we are going outside, so we can be sure.
Okay, I will bring the bone.
You bring the bow. Yeah, we can have a group scene if you guys are up for it. Everyone watching?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
As you guys
This
stand
got narrow knocked.
at the makeshift dock, and Orsa has an arrow prepared, Cohen, with a spyglass, looks out into the distance before passing it to Aso. Also, make a perception check with advantage.
Perception with advantage, you said.
Yes, I do say.
All right. Awesome. That is going to be a 25.
Wonderful. With a 25, you see the Stripped Club. You see attached to it 2 ships that are seemingly chained on each end. They're moving fairly quickly. Not necessarily, well, steadily enough, in a line for sure, but there's definitely something sporadic about the movement. And you see, standing at the front of the ship, holding 2 rather large levers from the looks of it, either hand, a 7-foot-tall elf who releases one to wave at you also, before mouthing, "Progress! Progress has been made." Cohen looks to you. I'd say I'm impressed if I wasn't worried that something was going to explode.
I can
I'm
explore
sure it's
something.
fine.
I got a fireball. I can.
Don't fireball. These are our ships. They're just...
How do we know there are ships?
Orsa's keeping the arrow knocked and will whisper to B, keep it on hand.
Ships get closer. And Iris, at one point, you can see that figure. The person that you've been teased about. The person that's been in your dreams, apparently, approaching. And as the ships come up, gradually coming to a surprisingly smooth stop, Twitch is going to leap off of the ship onto the dock. With a bit of a superhero landing, to be honest. It does shake it a little bit. They stand up very quickly. Ah! I'm sorry, I thought that'd be more stable. Hi! Waving at everyone.
Hi.
Hi! So, I knew we were
Do
short
I
on time.
fireball?
Did you say that, or are you...
B leans over to Orsa. Do I fireball?
Oh, no, we know this one.
Okay. All right. Puts the necklace away.
So I know that the original plan was for me to get the engines functioning and work on the wings. And I still have time to do that, mind you. But I realized that if I used additional parts that I had handy, I could apply boosters to the twins. And so what I've done essentially is I have the Stripped Club, and I fastened the others. And by doing this, I've been able to sort of propel them forward. It took a lot, and any remaining time I have is going to be working on the wings. But I got here with 3 days to spare, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So, happy to be here. We
This
have...
is pod racing.
I don't know what that means, but yeah. I hope that's okay. She's gonna walk up. She's going to move forward and stop in front of Iris. I mean, I know that you weren't really expecting me for a little bit, and I know that there are things to prepare for, but I was just thinking, oh, it'd be really hard to go out to dinner if I'm there, like, right before the big battle, and so I kind of, I mean, if you wanted to do anything after I'm done working, I free for the night. I kind of have to take a day. Bear said that if I pull another all-nighter, I won't be able to stand straight. Are you,
Where is my scribe? And thing.
Twitch turns toward you, and they sort of look up. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh fuck.
Da 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 da.
What you get for interrupting
Ten.
Twitch.
With a 10, boom! We watch as Bear lands on top of B, beating her in the head as Bear is holding this massive cocoon. However, as this happens, I'm gonna say that Saris leaps forward and is just going to brace the three of you, sort of dragging B back before she can fall off the dock. Alright, everyone off the dock.
Where's the other one?
Agram looks up and waves. Sorry, I was waiting for them to bring the ramp down. Boat safety is important. With that, the ramp is eventually brought out. Agram comes down to you. Here, I guess you're not that concussed, huh? Well, you have a...
I'm used to catching Bear.
I hope...
Honestly, I think it hurt him more.
You see him sort of rub his forehead and whisper to himself, I wish my skull was that thick.
Like, we gotta hide you. I don't know if Orsa's chill with you being here.
You're saying
You
that in
can't hear me,
front?
right?
Why would I not be chill? Who is this?
Oh,
Hello.
hi,
child.
I'm Agram. I think we met
Hello, Agram.
once. Yeah, I'm...
Oh, you served. You were.
Yeah, I worked at the restaurant for a little bit, yeah.
Didn't you guys fight?
A little bit, but like, you know. I mean,
How did he get here? Oh, no.
Sylvie, why
Yeah.
why have you brought someone you have been combatant with? To what's going on here?
He was gonna stow away regardless, so I let him make his own bad mistakes.
Okay, and why have you? Why is he around? Is there
He
information there?
wants to help out with the fight, and he
Okay.
can read the stars.
You are giving me less information. Agram, how
hi,
do you know B?
Oh,
loins.
he's my brother.
Sorry, did Agram say loins?
Yes. Not a
Okay.
charisma build.
Lovely. Glad to have you here. If you expect me to adopt you as well, I will have to have a conversation with my wife about it.
I have...
He has a mom.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
And I kind of already have a stepdad.
Lovely. That parent would turn to like Cohen or something. It's like, what is it? What is a step parent? What is a stepdad?
That stepped up.
Please tell me Cohen responds that.
Cohen is going to respond. I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Good for you. Cool. Of course it doesn't get it. Not at all. And he will not.
Anyway, so wait till you meet the old man that can tell the future. He's funny.
Oh, we're introducing Agram to EC.
Who?
Dad. My dad. Your granddad. See?
Ah. That's his name.
It means dead. It's I would not call my father his name. Am I insane? Maybe a little, but
I mean,
that's besides the point.
she doesn't call you dad, I don't think. Do you? Do you call him dad?
Well, that's
He's
Orsa
Orsa.
gets nervous at that question. It's like that's a different situation. She could if she wanted to. There's no pressure. No, my dad, he doesn't. He's not like that.
What do you mean like that?
I call him Baba.
Baba, that's fun. What does that make you?
Like,
oh, I get it.
Ba.
Ba. Yeah, that makes sense. So then, if your Baba had a ba, that would be your ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Okay, yeah, I get that, I think. Sorry, I've been a little seasick today.
it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this.
We can deal with it later. Let's let the funny gays have their conversation. Follow me, Agram.
Okay. Bye, gay people. And he waves at Iris and Twitch, and Twitch is just.
Is Saris also
Ever
on the
see
dock?
a weird child that has anarchy in their eyes? Run, Agram.
Okay.
Is
And
Saris-
Saris is there. Yes, Saris just got.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Orso will smile over to the 4 people in front of him. Be like, so which of you two do you think Beat finds funnier?
Hmm?
Hmm? Which one's the funny gays? You know, there's clearly funny gays, regular gays.
I think we're actually the
I
and
think this is homophobic.
Saris is gonna
I
Saris is gonna reach out
don't
and
worry about it.
touch Aso's elbow for a moment. Just sort of hold on. No, I'm sorry. We're the cool ones.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's going to casually walk away, but worry about not seeming queer for the rest of the day. I'm like, I should talk about my time in training more. That was so gay. That was my gaze.
Twitch, after seeing this exchange, looks back to Iris. Wow. They're fun. Sorry, you didn't really.
Yeah.
I mean, we got interrupted a little bit. Yeah, if you want to do like the dinner, I mean, like today or like the next day, or I mean, whenever time we have left, that would be fun. But we can also wait till after. I mean, I didn't want to like put you on the spot or anything. I just was excited to see you, and like, I'm saying I would take a night off.
I think you deserve a night off. I mean, if it's not going to interfere with getting the wings done or anything, I'm willing to go to dinner tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's okay. I've got like a bunch of parts ready, and the thing is, we were sent with like, yeah, like I'm with the soldiers. They're pretty good with their hands, so they've been helping me carve. That's been saving me a bit of time. So for the most part, I just have to do the assembly. Agram's got like, is really cool. I mean, he's not really, like, building kind of kid, but he is smart, and so, yeah. Oh, he's been doing it the whole potion thing. I don't even understand that. Alchemy was not my. Yes. Sorry. I am so excited to go out to dinner with you tonight. Everything will be great.
Everything will be great.
On that note, if you folks want to go through your daily training roles and all that for day 3, we can absolutely do that. I have Orsa and then also Orsa, remember, you still have half proficiency. So if you roll, make sure to add half your proficiency bonus, round it up.
I know math. What kind of math? I'm using calculator. That is a 23.
Nice. A 23 is really good. I think I'll give you the proficiency with that. And also, I'm just going to say
24.
24. Also, you were, regardless of what you rolled, I was going to give you mobile today. I'm going to say with that one, we'll give Saris the alert feat. Yes. I will put that on her sheet. Well done.
Saris already had the alert feed from yesterday.
Oh, that's right. Then what am I giving Saris now?
Extra pointed decks, maybe?
I'll give Saris the extra point in Dex. I'll do that for you. I'll update the sheet right now. B, if you want to make your flying check, I think I have a
Yeah.
gay little dinner to roleplay.
Yes. However, I'm gonna have to go after this little flying check.
Please
I'm
do.
very EP.
Yeah, absolutely. That works for me.
You want me gone? I see.
No, I love you. Wait.
15 again.
So that was 3 successes. Well, 14 could have been a little better, but that's pretty good. I'm gonna say, I'll give you
So
mobile
give me
too.
Bardic Inspiration because my boy's here.
I'll give you Bardic Inspiration. Roll that. Roll that.
Let's go. What can I add to that?
Add a D8.
Whoa. That's a 4.
Nice.
So that's 17.
17. I will give you mobile. You're getting very good and very fast. That's 10 feet on your
All right,
movement.
I gotta go, gamers.
Good.
I hope you all have a good night. Funny gays, sad gays, gays all the same. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
night.
All right. It won't take too long, and I'm just going to say next time, if you guys have any final preparations, we'll just say what you guys did in the last 2 days. I had a lot of fun. You know, these were a lot of cute scenes. If you guys have anything you want to touch on doing for this 3rd day, yeah, feel free to let us know now before I go roleplay a very gay Twitch. We can always do stuff after, but you know.
I think the only thing is, at next day he's at the archery range. He's gonna try to observe that funky little speed shooter.
Nice, yeah.
Try to observe.
I will say, if you do more training with the final days, since you've been working on this, we can see about getting you that funky little fighting style that you came up with.
It's true, but there is also 2 important roleplay scenes I want to get to for things, so who knows?
Oh, good. All right, gay people. And did Aso have anything he wanted to do before Iris got this funky little date, before Draw goes to
Benny's
bed?
up right
So,
now.
you know, Love can fly a plane tomorrow.
I think Ben is gone right now.
Nice. Thank you. Does Iris have Twitch over for dinner at the house that night? Or what do you have in mind?
I think Iris takes Twitch to like a nice restaurant because Iris knows that as much as she can beg her siblings, she cannot get the house to herself.
That's so fair. You take Twitch out to dinner that evening. There's a nice little cafe. They're open just a little bit later just for you. And you're able to share a nice dinner. Twitch looks around just amazed. I mean, I've heard about the Great Wood from Orsa's people as we were flying up, but I really had no idea that it'd be this breathtaking, you know? I mean, God, there's life everywhere here.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place.
I really miss trees. You know, I mean, being on the boat all that time, it's like, yeah.
Oh, I could have left you with a plant or something.
Oh,
Could have just asked.
no, I mean, it was great motivation. I mean, look at me. I'm here early. It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. I hope that you're doing well. I know there's been a lot going on.
I have been. I have a younger sister who is so incredibly chaotic, who's been keeping my spirits up and me occupied with other things than the impending doom. Or what feels like impending doom.
Right. Right. Good. Good. I mean, I'd love to meet your family if that's okay. Or would that be too soon? Is that too soon? Or is it
No,
less?
they
Yeah.
think I'm crazy. I think they think I'm concussed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you... And Twitch sort of almost reaches over. Why would they think you're concussed? Did something happen? Did you fall off the ship? I'm...
No, but I did come home with multiple tattoos and burn scars that I did not have when I left. um, and then I just wasn't thinking about the way I put my words together when I was telling them that I met you. So I definitely sounded a little unwell.
I mean, it couldn't have been that bad, you know.
um, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
They
Well,
didn't like react poorly. Like I said, I think they just think that I got hit in the head too many times at the Capitol.
right. Okay. Well, hey, that's just a better reason for me to meet them, to clear things up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I could walk you home when we're done and then say goodnight to them. I mean,
That'd be nice.
cool. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Is there anything else you want to get out of the scene, or did you want to go straight to Twitch meeting the family?
Think of anything particular to else to do. They have a very nice dinner.
Of course they do. Twitch goes on a long stroll with you back. And we see a familiar face staring out the window as you're walking home. Quickly, a candle is blown out and the windows go dark. Twitch looks ahead. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Well, is that your place? Oh, that's a beautiful shop.
You know, it
Yeah.
is my place. That
Oh,
was my younger sister in the window.
oh, sure. Okay, I guess I better go up to meet her then. And Twitch will sort of not pull you along so much as move with, a little faster, not wanting to keep anyone waiting. As you arrive, before you can even knock on the door, it begins to creak open. We see the room is dark. Do you step forward?
Yes.
Lights switch on. Immediately, there are candles lit. Your sister sits in a chair. She turns around in the chair. Not like, this isn't like an office chair or anything. She just turns around to scoot. Because, fantasy. You come to my home with my sister on my, hi. Hi, yeah, you must be Marigold. And you must be. And she points up. You're tall. Wow, you're really tall. You're like way taller than Iris. That's like a special effect. Oh. Well, now the bucket's definitely not gonna do any damage. You see there is a
The
little bucket resting on top of the door. Yeah, no, I mean, if she said the wrong thing, I was gonna, like, pull my little rope and it was gonna hit her in the head. But, like, no, that's not gonna fall hard at all. Like, cement does not do that much if it's only, like, an inch away. It's not even an inch. That's disappointment. That's a wasted bucket of cement.
I warned you about her. I am so sorry.
She knows how to make cement? That's so cool. How you're not even like a teenager. Wow, good job. And you see Twitch very easily picks up the bucket of cement. Oh, this is well mixed. No. Yeah, if that fell on me, I would be out cold. Like no, I'd need healing. And she's gonna put it on the ground. Marigold looks. I understand now. Marrying someone powerful in ways that you aren't. That's good. That's good, Iris. Strong political bond. I like it. What am I saying? Of course, that was a good move. Azure and Rubeus coming together. Red and blue. Makes purple. You already wear purple. Okay. Alright, come on. I'll show you my rocks. She's gonna get out of the chair and try to let Twitch in. Back in the house, your mothers are sitting at the table together. They're clearly talking. They've already had dessert. They probably have tea for the evening. They just turn. Oh, Iris, you're home.
Yeah, I am. Who let Marigold answer the door?
Marigold, she's in bed. And then we see your brother walk out carrying what in the dark looks like a little body in his arms, and we just see a Marigold scarecrow. That makes sense. That makes sense. Goodnight kisses were rough tonight. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Hi, you must be... And Twitch extends a hand. Hi! Yeah, I'm Twitch. It's so nice to meet you. Your daughter is amazing. Just brilliant, I hope you know. And your mama smiles. We do. We do know. Twitch from Azure? Oh, so they all know I'm from... Yeah, I mean, that works. Yeah, Twitch from Azure.
Was that not
No,
something
I mean, no, I mean, it's not that you weren't supposed to say, like, I'm good with it. I just wasn't sure how cool people would be with it, because of the whole, I mean, yes, I am from Azure. I'm an artificer and a graduate. I work for the capital, I guess, here in Rubeus. Because I work for also. Yeah, yes. Little Marigold peeks out. A government employee for the rival kingdom. You're a double agent. Iris, you're marrying a double agent. That's...
I don't think she's a double agent.
You didn't... Twitch is a little flustered, specifically because that's the thing you comment on and not the marrying part. And she's gonna step back.
I'm sorry. I have to choose my battles with this one.
Yeah, no, hi. Yeah. I'm sorry for causing a big disruption. I hope you guys have a great night. It was so nice to talk to you. Iris, thank you for dinner. I can't wait to take you out. Maybe we can go to Azure after this is all over.
Of course.
I mean, or we could do something here. I guess I didn't really consider how I'd get back over. Oh, in the capital. I'll take you out to dinner in the capital. Yeah. Okay.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Whatever we can manage.
Whatever we can manage. Okay, I should go. I need to go to bed and then wake up early to work on the ship. Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Good night. And she smiles and sort of lets herself out. Marigold sits at the table. Okay. There's a lot to discuss here. I didn't think that I was going to become the queen of Rubeus and Azure, but I'm prepared. Now that you've gotten me an in. Iris, I didn't think you could do it.
No.
Listen, You just gotta give me 15 years. I'll be in fighting shape. I can do it. I can stab.
No.
I can stab.
No.
You know I can stab. It's so easy for me. Like, not like I've trained. I've been doing the bow more than the knife stuff, to be honest. Poison. I can do poison. I've been learning poison. Your mothers both look at Marigold. I said too much. I said too much. I'm going to bed. And she's going to stand up before your mother stands, and your mom just looks. Iris? Which seems very nice. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry, sweetheart. And she's going to follow Marigold to her room. Marigold says, "No, don't look under the bed." Mama sits at the table, smiling at you. Did you have a good night?
I had a very good night.
Good. Good. It's nice to see you happy. On that note, Draw, you do have something to get up for in the morning. Did you have any more business to attend to?
Not, and it's not even have to get up for it in the morning. It's at like 2 p.m.
Oh, cool. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't trying to kick you out of call. Good to know. Good to know. All right
No.
then. Yeah. Did you want to make a roll to see how your weather stuff went for? I don't think we even did it yesterday.
I don't think we did either.
We just did the first one. Okay, yeah. Feel free to roll too.
That's not my character sheet. That's Tetris.
I do love Tetris though.
That's a 23 and a 26.
Hey.
This...
So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was checking that was my modifier, and it's like, yeah.
We go from you being able to cover some houses to a block. Pretty solid. You're getting stronger. Maybe maybe Twitch isn't the only one that gets better at doing her class things from being gay.
Also, let it be known that I have been so caught up in
Yeah.
one being gay.
Superpower.
Yes,
I've
bro.
been so caught up in one being gay and two, my Arc 2 character, that I forgot what the canonical relationship between Rubeus and Azure is.
I was gonna say, I was so surprised when you brought that out. Like, I thought we had talked about it. Like, yeah.
You know what? We probably have. I am not the sharpest tool in the shed. I am not the smartest person in this room.
No, you're good. Yeah, they were at war until like 10 years ago. It's funny. That said, if you are ready and set, we say Orsa also. Now, however you guys want to do this, we can go through all 3 days remaining. I mean, we're gonna go back to like the last day before when we play next week, but whatever you guys want to do, if you want to like make rolls, if you want to role play scenes, it's up to you.
My thing needs be here.
I see.
Unfortunately.
Well, let's see. Did you want to do anything else aside from the bee thing? Like maybe make another archery check for, say...
If I'm permitted.
You can make an archery check. I'll give you the proficiency. You can...
That's a 17.
Yay! Okay. 17. That's a success. You did really well. I'm gonna say that while it's not enough for, like, say, me to, give you a feat on the first go, since you have been training for a few days, and you're presumably training extra hard, I'll give you 1 extra roll. If it's real strong, we'll push you to get the fighting thing, and otherwise we'll just finish it next week.
Real. So re-rolling that now.
Yeah, it's more of an additional roll than a re-roll. You're getting the results of the 17, but, if you get something really cool, that'd be
That's
great.
a 13.
13 is 17. You managed to fit the extra training time in. You're getting good. You have proficiency. The bright side, all I needed was more than a 10 for a success. So while I might not be giving you that fighting initiate feat just yet for the fighting style, remind me next week and we might be able to finish the job.
Who knows?
Who knows? Also, did you have roleplay or otherwise? It's totally up to you.
I don't have anything that I want to roleplay, or since I already got my feet, I don't need to do anything else. But what I do want to do is I would like to hand Twitch the blueprints for the other yo-yo string
Twitch looks
that
at
I've come up with.
Amazing. Twitch looks at the blueprints before looking back at you. Presumably this is the day after the date. I mean, it is the day after the date. Twitch is currently having people help assemble the wings and all that. It's a work in progress, but they're going well. There's a lot to do, and Twitch is just reviewing.
And I give them the blueprints, and I go, don't worry about completing this anytime soon. Like, this is later. This is a later thing.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I have faith that we're gonna have later after the battle. You guys are gonna do great. I'm just like, wow, yeah. I'm gonna get that thing done for B today, because I didn't do that last night, and then I will get straight to work on this. The wings will be done in time. They'll be fully prepared before everything happens. I don't have the supplies or the time to get wings on the smaller ships, but with the engine attachments, worst case scenario, I think I'll be able to use the main ship, the Strift Club, to pull those two along. So while it, yeah, after a certain point, maybe we could have it detach if that's more important. We'll be ready.
Apple.
Thank you for the projects. I'm really happy to be helping you folks.
Thank you. You have already become indispensable.
Yeah, of course. Nice. All right. Hey guys, what a great day for various things. We got some angst. We got some cute stuff.
It's the fanfiction writer's dream.
Of course.
Angst, cute stuff. The impending doom happening in the future sessions. Come on.
The very dramatic eye roll rolled when the whole "I won't leave my son again." Like, very cool line. Me, I don't trust her.
That's okay.
If I had $1 for every time I wrote a character with a strained relationship with their mother, and the DM for said character who ironed it out and started making redemption plans for their mother, I would have $2.
Oh.
Which is enough to buy an ice cream sandwich from the market.
It's funny you think she's getting redeemed.
Well, okay. Draw, you see what I
agree. That is really funny that you think she's getting redeemed.
Thanks, Beth.
That they both made efforts.
Oh, there will be some effort put forward.
Oh God. Is this what it likes when 2 DMs are in call with 1 player? Oh my gosh. Are we slaying right now? Let's go.
This is worrying. This is stressful on my
There's
behalf.
nothing bad is
Yeah.
gonna happen to you.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we have your day 4 rolls for you two. We could get a day 4 roll for Iris, and then do day 5 when we come back before stuff goes down.
I still need my. Did I get my second attack on the gun?
You should roll a gun thing. You should roll a gay gun thing today.
Is that still with my spellcasting or?
Yes, that's right. We've been
Cool.
focusing so much on your emergency. Well,
Make it rain.
yeah, make it rain. Let me check a thing to see if a joke is funny or not.
The 15. The one time oh wait, no, wait. No, that's a 15. When I slammed my hand on the desk, it rolled my dice over, which would have been a much better roll, but I'm not going to do that.
So just to be clear, sorry, you said it's a 15?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask. Now, Twitch is busy with other projects today. If you want to get your lucky charm, you can, but that will prevent Twitch from working on other things. So, you doing this on your own?
No, Iris is doing it on her own.
Okay. Okay, cool. Iris with a 15. I'm going to say, as you're practicing, because you have practiced for this once before, you get some decent shots in. And you've already established with Twitch, hey, to get another attack, what you got to do is just focus some of your magic into it. So since you already had really solid progress last time, plus this one, we'll say that as long as you expend a spell slot to do it, you can make one additional attack on your action with this gun.
Sweet.
All right, nice. Yeah. When we get back, day 5, and then teehee.
Yippee.
Yeah. I know time is a little bit funny, but basically day 5 is the day right before, and then day 6, because of the way things pan out. At one point on day 6, since, you guys arrived and did some stuff, things go down. It'll be good. It'll be good. Are we ready to end session? I think we did it, guys. I think we played for
We
almost
did.
yeah.
Jesus, almost 4 hours. Guys, I was talking to Jeg on the drive home because Jeg and I were on call, and I go, yeah, I think I might leave
Of course you are.
Yeah.
session. Shut the fuck up. I was like, hey, I might leave session early because I want to make sure I'm getting like enough sleep. Because FAA has like I don't know how it applies to being like doing training, but I know that once you get up to like airline transport pilot and you start flying like that, they have regulations on how long you can sleep before flight, like getting flight hours and stuff. I mean, it starts at 2. Given that the weather stays good, last forecast I looked at called for clear skies, which would be so nice to have tomorrow. Clear skies for flying. Yes. Still for 12 for sorry, I was reading directly off the screen and then it's like, yeah, they don't include the month, so for March 12th. Oh, is that in Zulu time? That might be in Zulu time. I don't think I'm correct. Never mind. I have no idea what the weather is going to be. No, I do. Well, 10 a.m.
I love my ADHD autistic girlfriend. That was for chat. No one else can hear me. Thieves can't.
Okay,
That was chat speak.
technically it's calling for clear skies. Okay, I just learned how to read this today.
Yay!
Bless you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
With that,
Because the time zone, it's valid starting and through includes 2 p.m. my time. So
So you're gonna be great.
yeah.
Yay! All right, with that then, we are gonna raid someone so Draw can go to bed soon. First though, I want to thank all my friends for being here. We have youtube.com/@theybebenny. Benny makes some pretty cool Minecraft content, some Stardew, and sometimes vlogs, which I was told for a little bit I don't need to advertise because they weren't doing them, but you're working on some more stuff now, aren't you?
If you count the month-old clip for whatever next knitting vlogging video I do, sure.
Yes, I do.
Sitting in my phone.
It's in your phone. After that, we have Ari. Ari makes super cool reading videos where he tells stories, plays Minecraft, does like indie games and stuff. Makes just really well edited things. Like, hey, Ari Arson, I don't know how you sleep, and I know that you don't, and that's on coffee. Draw the illustrious Draw Moons. What to say? Ineffable SMP? Yep. Fortnite? Yes. Being a really
Used
cool
to be.
musician.
Unfortunately.
Used
Yeah.
to be Fortnite. Literally, I was playing it earlier and it crashed every time I got more than like 10 minutes into playing. So
So you know what? It's time to play now.
I'm
It's
not
time
playing
for you to
Valorant.
become Draw Valorant. Come
I'm
on.
not playing
No.
Please.
Okay, no, on multiple fronts, I should just default to being Draw Minecraft, but
Don't be as weak as me. Don't
Draw
give in.
Minecraft? Does that mean we're getting
It's
married?
installed. It's already installed.
yeah, I think I still have Overwatch installed, but you don't see me playing that either.
Well, that's a terrible game that no human being should subject themselves to. Valorant is the best game ever.
Chose to play on Friday. You suggested
Right,
it.
guys, if I do play Valorant with Ben, I'll report back the amount of times we're in game and Ben goes, I hate this game, after telling me it's the best game ever. So
It will take 5 minutes before that counter starts.
That's irrelevant. I hate every game that I play. I've said I hate this game about Elden Ring. That's one of my favorite games of all time, guys.
Speaking of favorite games, Tuesday, Draw and I are trying to start doing Madecraft streams, so look out for those. Ben and Benny, we were gonna invite you off stream, but if you're interested tomorrow night,
We were gonna. I've been invited. We've had this conversation.
yeah, but I meant like another
yeah,
double
but we
date.
haven't like
Not invited.
You're not invited?
I said I was not invited.
You're
Until
invited.
I think
just
Benny was
now.
there when we had the initial conversation about doing Madecraft on Thursday. No,
No,
Tuesdays.
Jake just texted me about it.
Yeah, we could
Oh.
do that. I could do that. I could do that.
Cool.
Probably. Most likely. I'll show up.
Nice, nice.
I'll show up and show out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Mm.
All right then, yeah. Are we ready to raid everyone? One more thing. Hey guys, are subscriptions clogging up your everything? Is your phone and computer crashing?
Hey guys, we don't have to do this bet, but I'll
It's
share.
a funny bit. It's a funny bit.
You can go head on down to twitch.tv/the hidden sauce, and there you'll find the semi-annual Twitch streams that I do occasionally.
The biannual Twitch streams. Does that mean twice a year? Does that mean once every 2 years? Who knows?
It might happen tomorrow, you never know. It just,
But
I have
we'll know.
Streamlabs sitting. Actually, I don't think I have Streamlabs on my computer anymore. I don't even have
Guys, you
Streamlabs
won't know
on
unless you hit
my
the follow
computer
button.
anymore. But one day I'll get a hankering. Maybe I'll play a Pokemon Nuzlocke. Maybe I'll play some Smash. I don't know.
Maybe Ben will go another year without streaming.
I streamed last year. I promise.
That's
yeah. And yeah, but
And the year before that.
Mm-hmm.
And the
see
year
exactly.
before that.
But it hasn't been a full like 365 days. It hasn't even been close since you last streamed.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I
Same
just know that
either.
it's too recent for it to be a full year.
But don't worry, guys. It exists. Maybe it'll exist.
Guys, you'll just have to hit that
I'm
follow
like
button.
Corey Kenshin. Except my content is not good. but it is good. It's good.
That's good. I enjoy it.
I don't know why I thought the last time would be archived so I could look and find at what point.
That's really funny. I don't know where that setting is.
Wait, does it not say last live how long ago?
No. Not after
been
not after
that
so many
long.
months.
Oh.
I think that lasts for about I think it lasts as long as it has the VOD, and I don't know how to say VODs past 14 days. So
Okay, we'll teach
Oh,
you.
I found it. It's only been 5 months.
see,
If
I
you
got
click on
plenty of time.
schedule.
Plenty of time for sure. Speaking of
7 months to catch him?
plenty of time,
It's time.
it's time to raid. It's Lynn Rose who's playing Minecraft. Who says, "Hey, aha, you're cute. Aha, join."
You are cute, Jack. I think you're right.
Thanks, baby. We're gonna raid now. All right, raiding in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and raid.
Bye.
Bye, guys.